Mic test, mic test. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Buddy Bison stream. I hope we're all having a wonderful day today because I most certainly am, because we are back with some more Trails Through Daybreak. So, last time on stream we got to, I believe, the point right before we need to go into the palace. Yeah, so we're doing pretty good. Right now Anya's and Quatra are not with the party, but that's fine because I think the rest of the group can kind of handle it. So we're doing pretty darn swell. Yeah, cool things. Just to timestamp this, there was a Nintendo Direct today, and the remake of Sky First Chapter, the 3D remake, was announced. So I was wrong. I was expecting them to do like a Crossbell-esque situation where they just kind of release the Kai versions of the games on modern platforms, but no, they're doing a full like ground up 3D remake, and it looks pretty darn good. Yeah, Chosen Sky remake, cue the anime X reboot song. I mean, yeah. I mean, like, there is something to be said about like they needed to do something, right? They didn't need to do a full 3D remake, in my opinion. They just needed to do something to get it onto modern consoles, because all the other games are at least available on PS4 and forward. Now, mind you, they're on PC, so like that means they're going to be perpetually available ad infinitum. Because I mean, who's to say that like, because like the big thing, right, where it's like, okay, it's on like it's presumably going to be on Switch, given that it was in the Nintendo Showcase, and it's probably going to be on PS4, PS5, is what I would imagine. But who's to say that PS6 is going to be backwards compatible? Who's to say that Switch, the whatever comes after the Switch 2 is going to be backwards compatible? And then you run into the same situation where it's like, okay, well, now the games are limited to those console generations at the latest. So it's like, okay, well, at least it's on PC. So in my head, as long as it's on PC, it's all good. Because that's also where I stream from and play almost all my games at this point. So not a real big deal. But obvious bias is obvious. So let's just make sure we're all good. I would like my CP to be full. Can I? Is there anywhere? Nah. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need full CP. Who the fuck needs full CP? I certainly don't. Buddy Bison certainly does not need full CP. Once you choose to go to Vashtar Palace, the main story will advance. As a result, all unfinished quests and unseen sub-events will disappear. We've already done them all, I think. But there's a game that needed a remake. Sky honestly didn't. The trilogy practically runs on nothing for PC. True. I mean, I'm not denying that. But it is also a matter of them understanding that there are a lot of people that want to get into the series, and they got into it with Cold Steel, and they bounce off, for whatever reason, presumably the art style or potentially gameplay of the Sky and Crossbow games. So this is them trying to effectively extend an olive branch to be like, hey, come on, play the start of the series. And, I mean, I don't really need much more of an excuse to go back and play a really good game anyway. I'm, like, because that's the benefit of having Sky First Chapter be on PC, and it's going to be on PC in both versions, I presume. You see the trailer? Yes, I did see the trailer. But the benefit's going to be better than a lot of other series that have had, like, remakes and stuff, where we're going to have both options available to us, and the original is still a really good game. Right? The original is still a goddamn masterpiece. Therefore, regardless of the quality of the remake, which I'm expecting it to be pretty darn good, we still have a great thing to go back to, even if the new one doesn't live up to it, right? There's still that benefit. Yeah, OG series need a remake just from quality of life. I can definitely see. There are definitely certain things that, I guess, nowadays JRPGs you want in quality of life. If you're able to kind of be like, okay, this is of the time, it makes it a little bit easier. Like, certainly if Sky First Chapter was released nowadays, there would be features that you would want. And while going backwards does kind of like be like, okay, yeah. I am now, I guess my main quote-unquote concern with all of it, with Sky getting the remake, is, okay, how deep into it are they going to get? Because I presume first chapter, second chapter, pretty near guaranteed. I'm hoping third that they don't just ignore it. But then you run into this quality of life gap, or not even quality of life, but like graphical playstyle gap, where this is the main reason why I was expecting the Sky trilogy to just be ported like the Kai versions. And it was because hey, if you go from, let's just call it Daybreak-esque combat style in first chapter, and someone goes, I want to play the next game, and then they go to OG second chapter, that's going to be a massive difference. Then let's assume that they do all 3 Sky games. Okay, cool. You did all 3 Sky games in Daybreak-esque combat style. Oh, now you're going into Crossbell, which now seems like the odd one out. Okay, so now let's assume they do Crossbell. Okay, so now you have the first 5 games all with Daybreak combat style. And then you go to Cold Steel 1, which now feels like the odd one out. So it's like, are they just going to... Like, are they saying that Daybreak combat system, combat style is now, like, the series staple? And could we expect remakes of literally all the games to backfill it? Because then we also get into a weird level of, I guess, PC quality of life, where certain games are out of orderly better quality of life than others, right? Because in terms of Western release, it was first chapter, second chapter, third, Cold Steel 1, Cold Steel 2, right? That was all the Xseed ones, and they all went kind of in the same level of like, okay, they have all these quality life features in terms of graphical options, control options, all those other things. Then you get Cold Steel 3 and 4, which had a bit higher, and then you get the 2 Crossbow games that had a lot more options for being able to like do stuff graphically, Windows, PC, and all that other stuff. And then you go forward to Reverie that has all those same ones, but a lot of them that CS4 didn't have. And then you go to Daybreak, and it's very interesting being like, okay, depending on where you fall in the timeline, you get a lot of different just PC and other quality of life things outside of gameplay mechanic quality of life. It's interesting. Each better than Cold Steel overall. I would agree with that. The only exception being the fully 3D models for some of the bosses, but even then, that's not too bad. And they're not so jarringly out of place that really takes you out of it. They still fit with the first and second chapter style. You make one game for shit. I mean, I would say first and second chapter don't necessarily need to be one game. It would be nice if they were, or like it's a package bundle, because whereas Cold Steel 1 and 2 and Cold Steel 3 and 4, definitely you could feel that they were one game each, but split apart because it was too big, and therefore you had to like elongate it in certain ways on both ends. First chapter, second chapter definitively feel like, oh no, this is an end. This is a definitively, like, this is a full game experience. Here is second chapter. Obviously, this is because when they were making first chapter, they didn't know if they were going to be making second chapter. It depended on how well it was received. So they had to kind of end it like they ended on a cliffhanger to make you want more. But like, even if it didn't get a second chapter, you could still feel fine with it generally. Charlie didn't have Daybreak's combat has a new version of attack. Yes, I mean, I'm just saying Daybreak-esque. But in terms of like movement around the map, seemingly to have an active esque combat style, like it as I said, it's not perfect. I need to get my hands on it first. And the important thing to remember is this game's play style or whatever is not only post Daybreak, it's post Daybreak 2 and post Kai. So that's like 2 more games beyond what we're playing now that it's going off of. So I don't even know how those 2 games play. 1, because Kai isn't out yet, and 2, because Daybreak 2 is not out until 2025. I've heard there were going to be 1 game originally, so bringing them together would simply be them doing what they want to do, but couldn't. True, but I also still feel like first chapter is long enough with all of it, because like you can tell me, but at no point in first chapter did I really feel like there was any like major filler portions that I felt like they were just shoving in there to elongate for the sake of elongating, right? First and second chapter, even if they quote unquote were meant to be I don't know, I put quote unquote there, meant to be one game, it would have been a massive, massive game. I still feel like, even with them cutting first and second chapter, it feels like both games on their own rights did not have much filler. The only point where I would say there was potentially any filler was second chapter in the lead up to the Liber arc, where you have to go around the country with no arts, basically. And that would be the only point that I would say, like, okay, yeah, that was kind of eh. Whereas you can almost, like, see it a little bit more with, like, maybe some of the general structure in CS1 followed into CS2's. Some of the things that you have to do in that game just are like, okay, was this actually needed? Hey, 50 more, how's it going, my man? So her chapter had no filler to speak of. That game was 98% world building, the other 2% was a stealth comment. Exactly. It's almost time for the final round to begin, but there's still nowhere to be seen. Sounds like Anya's done with whatever she was working on, so I'm sure they'll be here before long. Our collaborators are ready to go, so as long as they arrive in time, there's no need to worry. I'm still really curious about what she's planning, though. Could Gilbert be counted as filler? Yeah, that's an interesting thing. Because first chapter of Sky does have the benefit. I guess the first chapter, or the first game of any series, or of any arc, does have the benefit of being able to say, is this event filler when it's introducing a location, right? Like, can you say that a lot of CS1 was filler? I would say any of the anytime you go out to a different town, you can't call that necessarily filler per se, depending on how to handle it. But a lot of, like, the school sections may have been able to be shortened, or maybe some of the things you did in each of the areas that you went out to on your explorations could have been shortened. Right, I feel like they really enjoyed having you run around Nord Highlands and those plains. Feeling his ego more like, yeah. And also, you know, you have to introduce him because he's a recurring character. You know, he's the anti-Anton. He has absolutely no riz. He will not get any girls, and he is in fact a little bitch. Gilbert is a jobber. Every story needs a jobber. You need someone to put important characters over. Gilbert is present. Right, take that out. Dude, he's great. Gilbert Stein! So we're curious about what she's playing, though. Seems like it involved a heck of a lot of prep work around the city.
Look!
No way.
Ah. Okay. Was it go get all the kids and put them on a massive airship? Hey, Keeve, how's it going, my man? It's going well. Sky first chapter remake was announced. So that was cool. So is the idea, like, get the kids up above, like, okay, if it goes off, they're at least up. Right? Because they can't get an evacuation to happen, right? But this isn't evacuating. They're still in city limits, just up. Also, like, how can people, like, I presume they're just waving to wave. Warner siblings, just reboot it. I mean, I would say that this isn't like a reboot, because they're not going to change
gone
much.
And done it this time,
right?
you filthy spriggin' trash.
But yeah, I mean, regardless of anything, I think we can all agree it's exciting, right? Like, we're all going to play it. Like, I have no reason not to want to play it. But it does give me another reason as to why I'm going to need to batten down the hatches and go get all the achievements in OG Sky first chapter. Because the only games I don't have all the achievements in that I finished are Sky first, second, and third. Every other Trails game that I have finished, I have all the achievements in. Get the kids away from the explosion without technically... Exactly, right? That's smart. It's smart. Now, the thing is, she did only take the children, which I guess is, like, fine.
Isn't that the airship we saw in Tharbad?
It's fine, but like, how many children are there in the city? And are they all on the airship?
That belongs to the princely family of Elsheim. I think it might be carrying all of the
Okay.
city's children
All.
on board.
Could you imagine if there was carry-arounds, crossbow the Kai to bring into Skyrim? That would be nice. It wouldn't make much sense, but it would be nice. It's mostly orphans, I bet. I mean, it says all of the city's children. So, because also, we know it's not, well, I mean, we know it's not necessarily, we don't even know how many orphanages there are in the city, because the orphanage seemed to only have like 6 kids, 7 kids max. But we did see a lot of other kids, like all the rich kids and stuff. Man, that's for a game just loading down.
Oh, good. That means the orphanage kids are safe.
I'm so glad everything went according to plan.
All according to Keikaku.
Yes,
That was what you were up to?
that's right. Officially, it's a sightseeing flight to foster relations with the Central East and to commemorate the ending of the film festival.
But I'm really happy. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm excited. Falcon just after Alice too much, even when it's not how they're going to do so. Long term, Persona from 3 onwards, a mass success. I get it, but over the years, it did more damage than elevation. There's something to be said about that. Although I would say that this one necessarily isn't them chasing Atlas. I have a feeling that this is them trying to get a lot of their newer fans to go back and play some of the old games. But, I mean, seeing how they brought the quote-unquote social links, they didn't really bring them forward, but from Cold Steel, right? Like, yeah, it did mess with how well you could write individual characters' relationships going forward. But it seems like they're at least course correcting in Daybreak, given that it seems like none of, like, it seems like they recognize that, okay, maybe having the romantic options be the really only options, not be great. So let's have it just be kind of all the platonic relationships and just see how healthy relationships are fostered between everyone. But yeah, I just want to make sure that the Trails games actually get to like finish. Like I want to see the end of the series because I feel like that'd be cool. And also I want to play more Ys.
We spread awareness of it through the Orbital Network and with word of mouth, and said that all children of the city were invited.
We put the connection Stingo left behind to good use.
Hell yeah.
Last night, we reached out to the Crown Prince and asked if we could use the Principality transport vessel.
Yo, can we just like borrow your airship, please?
I fully expected him to inquire about why we needed it, but no. He just rushed on over in that airship without a second thought.
Okay, dude, Prince is a baller. He's like, okay, fuck it. You're asking, probably for a good reason? Sure.
He's quite the character. I wouldn't be surprised if he was taking inspiration from a certain musician I know.
Oh my god. He's referencing Olivier.
They'll spend 2 hours flying outside of the city, after which they will return to Erasion.
Okay, so they are going outside the city. They're not just staying within city limits. But I guess because they're not permanently leaving, it's not going to set off anything because they're not evacuating.
That'll take one concern off our minds as we head into the final battle.
I'm genuinely speechless.
Ah, an impressive feat to be sure.
Indeed. Even if the worst case scenario should happen, the children will be out of harm's reach.
They'll be out of harm's reach, and they'll all be parentless.
This was a brilliant scheme. You should be proud of yourself, Agnes.
Not at all. Admittedly, this was just a self-satisfied gesture that might well have no meaning at all. But I just happened to remember what Dingo once said to Van.
Think about what you can do and what you want to do. You'll find a clue on how to move forward in the gap between the two.
Very well. Make the most of your connections while you're away. The CID is at your beck and call. There are many truths that lie dormant in the gap between ideals and reality. You would do well to seek them out.
I also recalled the words of my dad, and it just spurred me to action, I suppose. After I thought up the idea, I spoke to Marielle and Ren, and we all decided to go ahead with it. By the way, I heard about what happened with Elaine through the guild.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm so sorry I couldn't be there at such an important time.
It's fine. We had another caster capable of pulling their weight.
Why the hell are you saying sorry? You just earned us a huge win. You even factored in the Crown Prince's debt to us and turned him into a chess piece for your master plan.
Haha. Oliver is too good for this world, so Scheherazade took him first. Yeah. Ooh. Look at that prince with his tight ass and his weak alcohol. Weak compared to her tolerance. I'll be able to drink that guy under the table every single time I want to get down and dirty. It's gonna be great.
You've gotten pretty damn sneaky. We better watch out, or we're all gonna be your puppets before long.
I don't think that will be happening anytime soon.
Anya's Grandmaster?
It's almost like you're utterly incapable of offering a genuine compliment.
I'm gonna have to start pulling my weight more.
Yeah, you are, Aaron. Because I mean, like, of everyone
Sounds
that's
like our
done
allies are on their way.
important shit in this chapter, Aaron is actually pretty low, right? Like, of the things that Aaron has notably done, it was put Alexander at sword point, then let his guard down, and then be used as bait to let Alexander get someone to kill him. So the only major thing Aaron has done this chapter is fail. Whereas at least Ferry successfully stole something, and Anya's did this. So, like, of the young members, quote unquote young, it's not like Rosette or Van are old, or anyone, but of the sub 20 age group, he hasn't done anything really great. He hasn't done anything extremely impressive. He needs to pull his weight a little bit more.
Let's go, guys. It's time to finish this.
Right.
Let's do this!
Yeah!
May Adios be with you all.
Do whatever must be done to ensure that Anyus's precautions will be for naught.
Let's do it. See, I'll be curious to know if they're going to keep the exact same scripts in the first chapter remake, and whether or not they're just going to use the voice lines from the OG first game, or they are going to re-record everything. I'm asking this because once we get to second chapter, they just found a new voice actress for Ren for her, I guess, Daybreak and Post appearances. Are they gonna have to go get the previous Ren voice actress back? Oh, you know, that means we finally get to see Dorothy in 3D. Yeah, true. We do. Because, yeah, she's one of the few that we have not seen in 3D. Because at this point, we've seen Niall, right? Niall? Have we? I think so. Was he in one of the... No, wait, have we? Not sure.
Team Arkwright Solutions can now enter the final zone.
Hell yeah. Final zone. Oh yeah. You know you're on a fantasy elevator when it's just a floating rock. Ooh, good. The realm of death and play. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this.
So this is the interior of Vashtar Palace.
It must have been a sight to behold. Before the monarch was overthrown a century ago.
Almost time for our final battle.
Indeed. Though I am unsure of what to expect from the remaining Armada members.
I'll tell you what we can expect. They'll come at us, and we'll beat their asses to a bloody pulp.
I wonder will it be early 25 or mid to late 25? I'm predicting mid to late 25 because there are rumors going around that this might be a worldwide release at the same time because of the fact that it was shown in both the Japanese and English directs, and both just said 2025. So, given that, and I don't know, I can't 100% say, if it is that, then it only makes sense that they would want to have it be mid to late. That way it doesn't overlap with Daybreak 2. Or it's actually not going to be a simultaneous Eastern and West release, at which point it might be early-ish 25 for Japan and then late. I just have to wait to see who releases it. Yeah, that is the big question, whether or not it will be Exceed or if it will be NISA. And I feel like, one, I don't know, but it goes back to my question of, are they going to use the OG script? Because if they use the OG translation script, then I think it would have to be Exceed. Because otherwise that release timing does not make sense. Because if we think about it this way, right, in terms of NISA, right, they have, in terms of things that they are currently working on, and we can damn near guarantee, it's East 10, which we know is coming out, Daybreak 2, which we know is coming out, and we can presume Kai. Which, that's 3 sizable games. Of course, East is a lot less than the other 2. And then this one, which they are saying is going to release next year. That's already, like, a big undertaking. So to try and put that on top of those other 2 games, when it's not even out of the picture that Daybreak 2 could be coming early 2025, and then Kai is coming late 2025. That's possible. Hasn't been announced, but it's possible. Do I think it'll happen? I hope it'll happen. But then that would mean 3 games all in that 1 year if they went with NISA, which would be a massive undertaking. Because they would have to translate all of Sky First Chapter's stuff again, because one, we don't know if the dialogue or anything is going to change between the OG and the remake, but if it does, then one, they have to retranslate all of that. If it doesn't, then they still have to translate it because they don't have the original script legally. Like, they would have to either somehow purchase it from Exceed, or they would have to work off of basically the existing game but still retranslate everything and not have it be plagiarism. To be the 5th pre-order then. Yeah. So I am leaning towards it being Exceed, but not 100% sure. And another thing I saw in the Discord was like, oh, are there going to be like big question chest messages? Are those coming back? Because that would be another aspect. East 10 and Oath, that's true. Although Oath is just a port, right? Is that, like, it doesn't seem to be like a full remake. Daybreak 2 and Kai remake. Yeah, it's a remaster-ish. So nothing is really changing. And also, that's not, I think Exceed is still doing Oath. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But I think they're still doing Oath. I don't think it's NISA. But yeah. I'll tell you what we can expect. They'll come at us and we'll beat their asses to a bloody pulp.
And we'll stop them from detonating the bomb.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get this party started.
Let's get this
Time
party
to put
started.
the pedal to the metal and go after them. Full speed ahead.
Yeah!
Okay. Let's do it. We got the entire group, but let's let's have A-Team-esque kind of up in here. We'll have Anya's. Oh, wait, no. Can't be 100% A-Team. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, this is good. Adel has a voice and some beneficial upgrades and new portrait. Yeah. But in terms of retranslations, there's not going to be much of that unless there's new dialogue.
Gotcha.
Almost won.
You know?
Now move in and strike.
And like getting the voiceovers for however many limited lines they deem Adol worthy of is relatively unsure.
We can win. That won't work. I'll protect. I trust you, Judith.
Let's do this. Activating skills. CP on her. Yeah, XC and Marvelous are doing. Yeah, so that's another one where it's like, okay, that's not a major undertaking in terms of translation, which means, I mean, if they did need to do Sky first chapter, then they probably could.
Use a shark boost to get the upper hand.
The Marvelous, aren't doing the early version.
We have
only
the upper
stand free.
hand.
Ah, okay.
Hit them with our full might.
Okay, this is crit. Larceny.
You know what to do, Anya.
Okay, Earth, Wind.
Certain arts seem to work
Hit them with
better.
our full might.
Certain arts seem to activating
Go.
drive.
Gotcha.
All you, Onyes.
Point.
Activating skill.
13,000, 6,000. Hell yeah.
Certain arts will work better.
Have some more.
A chance.
Activating skill.
They're down.
Good.
A chance for a shot. Activating
A chance for a shard boost.
Activating skill.
Knight's Crown, crit plus 9 prevents stat down 100%. Sword from BG. Nice.
Oh, that was nothing.
Superbly
Yeah,
handled as
I'll
always,
probably.
Master Yi.
I'll debate getting the Oath remake. I mean, I'll probably get it at some point. It'll probably be a while before I stream it though. Because I mean, I do have fond memories of it, like after having beat it. But boy howdy, with that being the intro of my,
Great.
You're a true professional.
because it was like, oh yeah, I want to play more of these games. So I chose Felghana, and it was like, oh yeah, this is like the hardest East game I've played ever. And I still hold that view on it. And it's like, oh yeah, no, Oath is probably the hardest.
Your turn, Judith.
They're just regardless
Some more.
of anything else.
Have some more.
Okay. Like specifically that goddamn ice dragon.
That's quite
Hated
The
that thing.
palace is enormous.
Even with all the decay, this place still has a certain grandeur to it.
It's too grand a stage for this shitty-ass game, that's for sure.
Okay, so
This
we're already
looks like a
getting
good stopping
to
point.
first boss, I guess. Made a mistake and went up against first big boss without that shit. Ah, okay. Let's restore cooking. Do I need any foods? Should I make some chocolate sables? Just yeah, you know, let's make 10 chocolate sables. That's
I'll give it a
250 CP. I can
I
max.
put my heart into it.
I can get anyone up to what I need to be pretty quickly with that. Let's make. I already have 4 red garlic comments. That's damage up, which would be good. A damage up, samosa bites. Let's make like 4 of these.
I'll try my hardest. My Karuga cooking turned out
Go,
great.
because that'll be good for any boss fight where it's like, okay, let's immediately set up Anya's to be just demolishing them with some kind of art. Oh, hello there, sir. I wonder who I'm going to be fighting. Oh.
Finally. You sure took your sweet-ass time.
We kind of rushed here, dude. Ariok. I guess I should have expected to find him here. I assume we must defeat you first before we get to Dante's.
You got that right, pretty lady. We couldn't really go at it in the labyrinth, but there's nothing stopping us from fighting to the death now. This place ain't got any of the resplendence it had when I came here in the bygone days. But this decrepit old ruin makes for a kick-ass backdrop for our fight. Don't you think?
In the bygone days. So you were here back when it was still good? So how old are you? Wait. What do you mean by when I came here in the bygone days? Man, we hear a remake on direct, but another mention for yeah. I know the answer to that. There was a report on him from the East 8 years ago. One that I had trouble believing at first. You were born in a different era, weren't you? Oh, did I never mention that? Whoops. I was born a long time ago. Before your grandparents were in diapers, in fact. Back in my day, the Holy Iskon Empire still stood firm. Holy Iskon Empire. What? The Holy Iskon Empire? You mean the one that ruled over the entire eastern side of the continent? As I recall, it fell about 130 years ago. So he's over 130 years old? How is that possible? Probably because of the artifacts. I'm guessing the halberd and armor are what's keeping you alive, yeah? Uh-huh. They're called the Fangs of Rahu, and they've been passed down to my old tribe for generations. My people are from the west, and we all serve the Iskon Emperor. I once visited the Iskon Empire while escorting a goodwill ambassador. And the Empire fell shortly after I returned home from that trip. Most of my tribe died with it. Except me, of course. Thanks to these things, I'm still alive and kicking. So he can't take these off. Like, can he shower? After that, I spent my days wandering the desolate wastelands of the east. Bandits and Jaegers made a habit of picking fights with me, and I'd murder them all to quench the Fang's unquenchable thirst. That was the life I lived for over a century. But it all came to an abrupt end when the church set their sights on me. They branded me a heretic and hunted me like a dog. And one day, while I was busy fighting off some of them, a group of assassins came to help me out. They'd only just started up at that point, and they were sniffing around for new hires. They offered me a place among them. And who was I to say no? I'd spent 100 years in the wasteland, so being an overseer sounded like the sweetest deal in the world to me. Eventually, the Emperor kicked the bucket, which prompted Melchior to find us a sponsor. He's kinda immortal, yeah. Well, as long as he has his equipment on, but I mean, we take that off, he presumably dies. Although it does make me wonder how immortal. Like, is he immortal to the point of like, oh, I could cut off his head and move it and he would still be good? Or is like that a no-go? Is that too far? And, well, you know the rest of the story from there. So the artifacts cursed you with eternal life. That reminds me of the immortals of the Erebonian Empire, though the circumstances are rather different. So you're the invisible Tempest, the walking monstrosity who mercilessly slaughters his victims and leaves no witnesses to tell the tale. Even I had no idea that such an infamous heretic was leading one of the gardens. You seem way more into working with Almada than the chick with the angel did. Don't think you're enjoying it as much as Melchior, but it's easy to tell you're getting a real kick out of this. Of course I am. When I'm working with these guys, I just feel so alive. But all good things gotta come to an end at some point, and this carnival's about to reach its climax.
Alright, enough talk. I can't wait a minute longer, so let's get this show on the road. I ain't gotta play the rules enforcer anymore. I'm finally free to go all out.
Okay.
Be on your guard, everyone. He's unleashing the artifact's full power.
Talk about disappointing.
Come again?
I had my expectations raised when you said you wanted me specifically to take part in this carnival. And those expectations were thoroughly dashed. Is this really the best entertainment you can offer?
Mm-hmm. Damn, Judith.
Judith.
That's why he hasn't been in a battle tough enough to actually kill him because his artifacts cause him to heal. It's kind of like, well,
I love a woman with spunk. You and I got some things in common. We're both thrill seekers. You find yours from acting and thieving. I get mine from chopping heads off bodies. Also, like you, I'm hard to please. Do you really think you can quench my ravenous thirst for a good fight?
Yes, I do.
Yup.
I'm gonna put on one hell of a show just for you. You should feel lucky. I'm gonna give you my undivided attention. Because I won't let a potential fan live a cursed and meaningless existence.
Potential fan. You haven't seen any movies. Yo,
Consider this my calling card. From the Phantom Thief Grimcat to Ariok the Eradicator. I'm gonna bring you to your knees, and I'll steal your empty heart right before you.
Oh shit, she's a fan thief of hearts.
You go, Judith.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You tell him, sister.
This storyline was kind of meh. I mean, yeah. In terms, like, they had to find some level of minor connection between, like, a party member and Ariok, and it's like, this, here you go. Like, the other ones kind of work a little bit better in general. But I would say like the personal connection to like honestly most of like the assassin people is tenuous at best, where it's like, okay, the group generally just hates Melchior because he's an asshole to all of them. And Aaron had an issue with Alexander because Alexander took part in the thing in Longport, although also Viola had a part in it, but And here's Arioch. And it's like, baby. Like, the personal connections between the protagonist and the antagonist of groups is not really present. It's just, you're doing shit we don't like, we gotta stop you. And I'm fine with that. Them trying to add in, like, little connections, I mean, like, this is why they might, like, personally care. It's like, it's fine. But, yeah, it's not the best. Wolverine can't die, he's good. Popular, like Deadpool said, they'll keep him going until he's 90. I mean, they'll let certain versions of him go. You tell him, sister.
You'll steal my heart? That's the funniest shit I've heard all week. If you think you can fill the bottomless void deep within me, then you're welcome to try.
Well, excuse me while I unzip my pants. Haha, ba-boom.
About time I showed what my fangs of Rahu are really capable of.
Okay, take the Grendel has been temporarily made available.
All right, fangs.
There we go. Living Beast. Are you just immediately starting with S-Craft? I hope this doesn't KO anyone, because if it does, that's kind of bullshit. Okay, it did not KO anyone. Connection to these antagonists kind of weak in this game, which is somewhat different from the rest of the series. But I also, like, don't mind it, because, like, frankly, the fact that they try to always make it so, like, okay, these characters all have some personal connection to each of the enemies. It's like, okay, realistically, is everyone really going to care that much about an individual? And this guy did that long before Persona did. Blue Blanc was a fam thief more than a decade before P5 came out. And I mean, the concept of fam thieves was well before them. Like the concept was present. They just put it in a video game. Okay. And the reason I did this right out the gate was because I see them getting some SP or some boost things.
Chances like this don't come up.
So I would rather get my gauge boosted up earlier, faster, all that other good stuff. To be able to take advantage of it. Contest from Lupin, I believe. Probably. I think so. Because I think I mean, of course, I'm not a historian on it, but it's like, isn't it? Because it's like Sherlock Holmes, or was it Herlock Sholmes and Lupin or something like that? This point for Ruin, Arsene Lupin, yeah. Okay, how do I want to go about this? I could heal. Actually, that's probably not good for you. Let's not. Let's not do that.
You have my support.
Okay.
Activating skill.
Swift larceny. Give me your money. Okay. You need to start doing some of these. Let's go to Cataract Wave. How much damage are you doing? 23 plus 10 in delay. Good. Okay. And now with that, I can get hate, which would be good.
Not bad.
And we're getting another couple bars, hence why I'm doing this. Boom. And down.
Boost level maximum.
Full boost. Just keep it going.
You can do this.
Let's plop a Crystal Eden.
Activating dry. Please.
Activating skill.
Okay. 2.
This'll hurt.
Okay. My fucking lord. It would probably be safe of me to do an S-craft with Anya's, just to keep everyone healed. Yeah.
Boost level maximum.
So he's Sly Cooper.
Great circle of light.
Although I guess Sly Cooper doesn't necessarily tell them they're going to steal it. He just leaves the calling card.
Boost gauge limit
Good.
raised.
Now or never.
Okay.
We have the upper hand.
Actually. You're frozen.
Going all in.
Boost level maximum. Activating skill.
Let's go for that. Stun. Okay.
Full boost. Go all out.
This'll hurt.
Activating skill.
This. Delay. Just delay. Keep delaying him just enough.
Keep it up. It's working.
Okay, and if I swap Fairy in,
Maximum
I
boost.
do that, and then would you cast faster? Plasma.
Keep it up. It's working.
Yes, good. Okay.
Boost level maximum. Activating
Go.
drive.
That. Fast cast.
Activating skill.
Boom. Bam. That's about 10,000. You're gonna hit for a good chunk. You're gonna use the extra Sherlock Holmes because the books aren't public domain yet. It's the reason why Robert Downey Jr. hasn't made a Sherlock Holmes movie and a trilogy. Once that final book does become public domain, they'll do that last movie. So guys, do about.
I can't get enough.
That's how it goes.
Nice. That was a clean fight. He only got to attack like what, once? And that was immediately out the gate. that was a clean fight.
Too easy. What?
Oh, yo, baller, we love riding weapons. Haha.
It's over.
You gotta take the stuff off of him and away from him so you can kill him.
We did it!
Yay!
Exceptional work. You managed to break the artifact's core.
Oh, okay. Is that easy?
That really was a hell of a show.
Well, of course. I did promise as much, and I even recreated Golden Blood's climax just for you.
Just for you.
Didn't see that coming at all.
You never see it coming.
What's going on?
Wait, is this? It's just like what happened to Ida.
Yeah.
You are one captivating gal, you know that? It's like you were commanding my attention, and that fight ends in the movie I saw last night.
He went and saw a movie. In that? What movie theater let him in? Oh, he dead, yeah.
Wait, you went to the movies? Did you actually go to see Golden?
Victory is yours. You said you'd bring me to my knees, and you did just that.
Yeah. See, this is nice because, hey, we're in a Trails game when we actually beat someone. Yes. That honestly, yeah, that is a nice part about this game, specifically this chapter. We have been defeating people. Like, definitively defeating them. Not, oh, you've made me have to go away. Yeah, I'm gonna run. Yeah. This is like, no, actually, we have been taking them out. We have been knocking them out or killing them. Like, I like it. This game's vibes doing good.
The path to Dante's is open. He's all that remains now. Melchior will just be there as a witness.
Oh, that's boring. I want to kill I care more about killing Melchior than I do Dante's, frankly. I mean, yeah, I care about killing Dante's too. But, like, Melchior is the bitch that I've wanted to kill since the second one.
Let's hope you could stand up to the boss's fear.
Stay invisible.
Or else your legs might give out from under you.
Oh my god. Yes! Armor!
If you really did go to see it, you could have at least shared your impressions with me.
Damn it. What'd you think? Was it a 10 out of 10? Should I have won in Tharbad?
Judith.
Guess that's one mystery that'll stay forever unsolved.
But at the very least, he seemed satisfied as he passed somehow.
I don't care how satisfied he felt. He's like a murderer. He's part of the group that set off a nuke. I don't care what he was feeling emotionally.
Yeah, maybe you managed to fill some of that empty heart of his right at the end.
One can only hope.
Judith, why the fuck do you care about his opinion only? Because you know what? The idea that someone had never seen a movie and then that was the only movie they saw, I feel like could hold a special level of opinion, right? Like, to get an adult that has never seen a movie, and then here's your first one, what do you think about it in general, right? There has to be a special opinion, right? Because, like, as children, right, I watched movies growing up. So, like, it wasn't a new novel thing once I got older. But, like, you get someone who's over 100, and it's like, okay, first one, what'd you think?
All right, I'm done stealing the spotlight. I'll hand over the reins to the rest of you.
104-year-old person sees movie for the first time and chose to see Golden Blood a day before. I mean, hey, man. Judith does a good job. Now, the question is, did he see the uncut version, the director's cut version, or did he see the general audience version? Because, I mean, even we haven't seen the director's cut version.
Oh, but I'm not planning on slacking off now. I may be a temp employee, but I'm still gonna give this my all.
Naturally. I expect nothing less from all my employees, temp or perm. The next fight will be our last. Then this madness will finally be behind us.
Why do I not believe you?
Get ready, everyone. We're gonna go in there and make Dante's pay for all his crimes.
Very well.
Yeah. Why do I not believe you? Let me take the halberd. Like, we really just, like, I'll be frank. Like, I feel like Burgard should say, like, yeah, we shouldn't just leave this here. Because even if the artifact's core is broken, like, it's probably still valuable, and we don't want anyone potentially, like, somehow remaking an artifact core, right? Well, there's one more. Exactly. It's like, I don't believe them when they say this is fun. Ah, bitch, you didn't hit me. Bitch, you didn't hit me. Bam. Stunned, bitch. Okay, get me on my CP. That's good. You know what? You're right, man. Let's do a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Your turn, Judith.
And let's do swift larceny to get the upper hand. Also, let's get me my money. And also, let's swap you out for yen.
Activating skill.
You're next.
Okay. And nope.
Pressure him and move in.
Activating
Hit
drive.
you with the Pleiades wave. Okay, good. Is there AM capsule?
Nice. That went great.
You're a true professional, then.
Is it enough? Good. And also the nice part ahead is now we don't have to worry about him ever coming to interrupt our fights ever again.
Keep it moving, Yen.
Activating skill.
It's in your hands, Van.
Use a shard boost to get the
Activating skill.
Whack 'em with that.
Activating skill.
Activating skill.
Okay.
It's in
Doing
your
good.
hands, Van.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
You have my
Here
support.
we go. Give it your all.
Okay, I'll be real. This palace is not all that complex of a dungeon.
Is that the throne room?
I was expecting a little bit
We
more.
have no time to lose.
Right. Let's gun for it. Bet we can rest there.
Like, I wonder if it's like, okay, I wonder if the idea was more, hey, the sewers was more than enough levels. Let's just have you have a simple one. Yeah, it wasn't designed. Yeah, it's very much a cut and dry kind of situation. Okay, well, it's a good thing that I made those CP up items because I'll prefer 60. So yeah, let's at least have you at 187. I'm gonna keep Ferry out. And I'll get you up to there, so you can at least S-craft once immediately at the gate. I was really lucky with I was really lucky with the number of boost turns I got, SP boost turns, because like I got so many in a row that I was like, oh yeah, just keep S-crafting so I can fill it up more and more and more. More a boss fight area with some breaks. Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, it definitely looks like that. Feels like it. Just thinking. Any other CP ones I'm thinking if I need to bring in someone for shield, which frankly I might want to have Rosette in instead of Yin regardless. It makes a little bit more sense. Just 2 pop shield. Because like Yin is good. She's got S-craft damage, but it's not like she's broken as hell. So maybe I'll S-craft with Yin, see how that goes, and then swap her out with Rosette, and just have it all good. How many foods have I tried at this point? Where is it? All dishes and 105. So still got plenty more. And let's save. Okay.
I'll take over.
I'm on it.
Let's go. Oh yeah, look at the fucking... You can even see Melchior being a thoughty little bitch. Just draping over the side of that throne. But this is a cool throne room. I do like it. Like a nice, like, double set of stairs. I'm just sitting next to this nuke.
Welcome to my humble abode.
So humble.
And here I was thinking that Arioch would wipe the floor with you, but you did that to him.
Yeah, pretty easily at that.
And we're gonna do the same to Dante's.
You better stay out of our way, Melchior.
Or, you know, get in our way and let us kill you.
Of course, of course. Just pretend like I'm invisible. I will merely serve as an idle spectator. I wouldn't dream of spoiling the boss's big moment. Though I do wish I could join in on the fun. I'd love to grab the neck of that wretched vermin who called that airship and give a nice long squeeze.
Worry not, Melchior. The passengers will have the distinct honor of witnessing their homes, families, and friends explode before their very eyes. All they can do is watch helplessly from above as their former lives go up in flames. I can hardly imagine a more perfect gift of fear.
Yeah.
You bastard.
Does your wickedness know no bounds?
We didn't come here to chat the night away, asshole. We came here to beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, we're also on a time limit, so we really shouldn't be talking.
Are you just gonna sit on that dumbass throne and hurl cheap taunt after cheap taunt?
No, no. We will hold our battle momentarily. And after the victor is determined, the final judgment will be passed.
There's the nuclear weapon.
So that's what it looks like.
It is still incomplete, so there is no need to fear too much. It cannot be detonated. But at least not without this key.
So what is that sword?
That's the sword we saw in Dingo's video.
We know it's an artifact of some kind. And it's seemingly a special dimensional sword, sort of like McBurn's. And it's not really telling because Dante holds the key to blow up the bomb, so it can't explode without him. True. True.
Just the sight of it is sending chills down my spine.
Not surprising. It is a deadly blade. It's holy and demonic in nature. Its existence was a closely guarded secret of the royal family of Calvert. After the kingdom fell, the church attempted to recover it, but no trace of it was ever found. So how in the goddess's name did you come into possession of a Peyron, the sword of divine darkness?
Divine darkness is a cool concept.
So that is what it's called.
Wait, why are we only hearing about this now?
This sword has become something of a legend. I understand why you are shocked to see this in my hands. Allow me to enlighten you. This very blade was passed down to me.
Thank you much for the raid.
I had
How's it going, cool dude?
Inheritance.
Oh, wait, was Dante's formal Calvardian royal family?
I was born by the name of Gerard Eldarion. I am a descendant of the royalty that once ruled Calvert.
Gerard Eldarion. But yeah, thanks for the raid. How's it going?
Therefore, both it and the throne are rightfully mine.
Oh, okay. Heyo. Thanks for dropping by, the real cheesy Beano.
You must be curious as to how a descendant of the royal family still lives and stands before you.
Kinda.
That is because I was taken into the care of a cult that is now extinct.
Yay, cults. Also DG?
The DG cult.
Yo.
They were one of the groups that went on to become the Gardens after spreading chaos across the Republic.
Okay.
Oh boy, the Oathbreaker must have spilled the tea on that. Yes, the Gardens can trace its roots back to the cult, as well as the Order of the Moonlight Horse, which he and I once belonged to. Then he ran off to the Society with the Golden Butterfly and another ex-member, leaving 7-year-old me in the dust all the while.
7-year-old. So, okay, so... Interesting. So it was not just Blue Guy, it was also Butterfly Woman, French woman, that was a member of the Assassin Society. Interesting. Huh. And another ex-member, so Sharon.
But he did tell me I could make my very own Garden of Killers. And oh, did I very much enjoy doing so.
As a 7-year-old. Anton's girlfriend. Hell yeah.
As a result
Anton's
of my
got game.
efforts, I met the Emperor, herded the remnants of the cult, became acquainted with Arioch and Olympia, and most important of all, found our wonderful boss shortly after he assumed control of Almada. I met a descendant of Calvardian royalty and a former high priest of the DG cult.
High priest.
How could I perceive it as anything but a fortuitous twist of fate?
Oh yeah, so he's bad. Former high priest. We've met other high priests. They're not great.
So what exactly are you all trying to accomplish here?
Are you attempting to restore the Republic's monarchy? Or are you following in the footsteps of the cult?
Well, he's definitely into blowing people up.
Neither. I care nothing for the country's revolution 100 years ago. Nor do I care about the increasing number of immigrants welcomed through its doors. And I will not leech off the teachings of the cult like a parasite, as my parents once did. I'm afraid those things bring me no fulfillment whatsoever.
And what does?
I am not the kind of man who obsesses over past glories, nor do I desire to rebel against the goddess. Everything that drives a human being to action, friendship, work, envy, love, all of it holds no meaning. Just an endless source of frivolity and tedium. So I sought a diversion, a reprieve from this vapid world. And I found just the answer I was looking for. The ultimate source of reprieve. Fear.
Okay. You're just fucked up.
You cannot deny that our neighbors in the Erebonian Empire prospered greatly as a result of conflict. And much like conflict, fear is a fundamental component of human nature. Life, death, order, and chaos can only exist because of fear. It is at the heart of everything, the foundation upon which all else exists. Once I learned that, I began my lifelong pursuit to seek out fear in its purest form and instill it in everyone.
So he wants to instill just perpetual fear. And it's like, what better way to do that than by having nukes? How appropriate.
You're one sick piece of shit, you know that?
So that's why you were drawn to the concept of nuclear weapons. And you got Professor Callahan wrapped up in your web of lies.
Indeed. And he created a wondrous work of art.
I mean, he's not wrong about it being a good way to instill fear. He's not. Which is like what I don't agree with him, but I can appreciate where it's like, okay, he's trying to chase after this like concept, right? He doesn't have like a true end goal, right? His end goal is very conceptual, right? It's not, oh, I'm going to take the throne, or I'm going to get this item, or I'm going to do this thing, right? This specific action. It's, I'm going to aim for this concept. And he's taking actually like the most believable way, where it's like, okay, if this is actually your goal, a weapon of mass destruction is a good realization of said goal. This kind of have an end goal, but that will come in due time, or at least these. Okay.
But alas, it just isn't good enough on its own.
I'll grow an extra 2 inches tall. Oh, I'll grow an extra 2 inches taller. Well, fear. You're never gonna get 2 inches taller while you're fearing it. That would be an interesting JRPG villain end goal. It's like, oh yes, I went and collected all 7 Dragon Balls and killed a whole bunch of people. Why? I wanted to make Shenron make me 2 inches taller. I'm a villain because I'm insecure about my height.
As a weapon, it's too unstable, and it won't leave a permanent mark on the world.
Oh.
Even if we were to take the lives of everyone in this city.
I feel like it would leave a permanent mark if you killed 280,000 people.
People will be dismayed for a time, but like with the Salt Pail and Retributive Tower incidents, they will forget and move on.
Well, the Salt Pail was moved on because, one, that was a super long time ago, and it happened once, and it wasn't like, it was just like random out of nowhere, and it had no indication of being conceptually able to like happen again. It was just like a random thing that happened. And the Retributive Tower is a tower, and the tower got destroyed, so that's why it's not perpetually. If it was still up and it was still doing the thing that it did to the Juno Naval Fortress and could keep doing it, it would very much be actively feared. So like having a nuke and ready to go off anywhere, anytime, like you could actually, like it really could be perpetual and leave a lasting mark. This thing that came from the beyond, yeah, it was the thing that came from. So it just happened.
And that is what led me to the idea of this carnival. It is the birthplace for the ultimate fear. one that will fester inside every human being for the rest of their lives.
Okay.
Now, I grow weary
So-
of idle chatter. Shall we begin our duel to the death?
So how does this carnival, which already runs around the idea of this nuke going off, somehow instill more fear than just the nuke? Like, how does the carnival do anything about? Yeah, right. Like, because the end, what you're doing is to try to beat us, so the nuke goes off anyway, which means that you are saying that the carnival, which is dependent on the nuke, is the thing that will do it, but you said the thing that will do it won't do it. What? like I'm with you for the most part until you say that the nuke won't do the thing that it will do. like you had me. Like, you were going so strong. And then you, like, turned a little bit to the right and went around in a circle. I would call you Ouroboros because you're eating yourself, but
Sounds good to me. You are so going down.
This'll be tough, but we can't afford to lose.
We also can't afford to be reckless. I'm almost certain he's up to something.
This is apparently their it's their last nuke. It's also their only, like, super big one as well, because they said they had the smaller ones out and about that could have blown up at least one of the areas, but this is the last big one. But they at least have, what, 99% of the formula. Like, if they just need to get past that last 1%, like, as far as it was understood, it was like, okay, the last 1% they were able to brute force with the artifact that he has. So if they were able to at least replicate the other 99%, even without Callahan in digital form, because he already did all the work, and this was just, those were just like the test ones or whatever. It's like they perceivably could make more. They just could not make more that have a triggering ability. They could only make it again up to the point of needing this artifact sword. So I guess so if we're operating under the assumption that they can't remake it because for whatever reason they can't, then his line of thought makes a little bit more sense, because like, oh yeah, the threat of nuclear bombs, if just set off wantonly, won't instill permanent fear for whatever reason, because they can't happen. Like, this would be the last time it ever happens until somehow they get to that technological level again, right? Which they're not expecting to. So it makes a little bit more sense there. The thing that is still a little bit iffy is, if we understand that it won't happen again, how does the carnival, how is that going to permanently instill fear when you're just setting off the nuke wouldn't? Like that's where it's kind of getting a little bit like, this event is close to killing 300,000 people, and it's also the second largest city in Cabo. Yes, right. So it's like, okay, you're like, I'm understanding a little bit more if we're operating on the assumption that you can't get another nuke, right? Because then you won't have permanent threat of nuke. But I guess it's probably going to be revealed a little bit more. Like, how is this event going to instill fear permanently if it happens? Right? When you just say eventually people will go on with their day.
Be that as it may, we will have to come at him with everything we have if we hope to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm going full throttle from the get-go.
Yo, Grendel? Mention if Hell was nuked out of the map, doesn't matter if it was the last nigga, still gonna instill fear for a long time. Exactly. But the thing is, Dante's isn't looking for a long time. It's like he's looking for perpetuity. He's looking for forever fear. And that's where I can kind of get where he's coming from. It's just a question of, how is this carnival going to do that when it's dependent on the one nuke, when the one nuke apparently can't do that. So there must be like some other like thread, or like, I don't know. Maybe he's videotaping it and it's like, hey, look at all your great heroes. They couldn't stop it. Are we going Danganronpa despair up in this bitch?
Mayor.
Yo. Don, his career status, still figuring out, yeah.
Mayor to the rescue. Okay, Van. Hope you're ready to...
Bear the Nightmare. Hey! How's it going, Davey? Thanks for dropping by. There is, I believe, there's for later part. Bear the Nightmare.
Yeah. Ready to go.
Okay, so Mare senses something was up.
Shardswell. The Grendel's all yours.
That was the least confident Shardswell. How you doing, man? Should I say Gans? Yeah, now I'm doing well. Thanks for dropping by. Okay, so you didn't red Grendel, but Mare definitely saw something was
there
up.
it is. I was wondering if you would pull the same trick again. So that must be your nightmare then.
What just...
Oh yeah, because a nightmare is a form of fear, I guess?
Something's interfering with her AI.
Huh.
Snap out of it.
No. This is all wrong. This isn't who I am. This isn't me.
What's going on? Premiere Saturday? Yes.
She vanished.
Yeah, it'll be in the
hell did you do
premiere
to her?
of the Grandia Bridged
What's
episode 1.
wrong?
Looking forward to it.
You still have your restraints, do you not? You should focus less on her and more on
So
the
what did
battle
Dante
at
just
hand.
do?
I wonder how this will play out. Will I fall prey to your nightmare? Or will you be consumed by my fear?
Because like the idea kind of works. Nightmare and fear kind of be the hero and villain sides. Okay.
Here goes.
All right. Let's see
Okay,
just
so
what you can do.
there is a Grendel has learned Oblivion Fist. That's a good name. Okay, we are going to do Regal Beatdown right out the gate. Just to get the limit boosted. So eventually, we still understand we fully even at the end of this game. Yeah, because I mean, there's a second game, so we'll get there. Okay, so that's that. Let's. This music's good though.
We have
Okay,
the upper hand.
now you can do one, and let's just go big immediately and go with some Crystal
Activating drive.
Nova. Okay. Yeah, I'm less concerned with.
Keep it up. It's working.
Yeah, let's do this. I feel like this would be.
So much for
let's
expectations.
do this instead. I think this is safer.
Activate.
Get the shields up, and then also let's A damage up. More gourmet points, might as well. What if the remake is done by Falcom or outsourced? I think they said it was
We have the upper
done by
hand.
themselves. I thought they said it was in-house by some of the younger people, if I remember right. Or else they had to let a third party use their engine. Which, I mean, I don't know how that works normally in the game thing. Okay, so this is A damage up. Boosted. Not on someone who's weak against it, but should still do decent damage. 9,000 plus 7. 4 plus 3. That's good. And they did, but nothing to say about it. Yeah, I mean, we just don't know yet. Okay, so Oblivion Fist slow. Okay, that's good. Okay,
So much for
let's do res down, A res down, and then hit him with the Howling Roar. Hate up. That way we can get aggro. Domination wave. It's fine. Okay.
Boost level
Let's do
maximum.
that. Actually, no, screw it. Grim Knight Waltz. Because there are 2 turns that are coming up for boosting. So that'll at least make that
Boost level
not
maximum.
waste. Let's do another crystal. Art support. We'll do chrono drive, so things happen faster. Let's hit you with that. 11-6, 5-3, doing good. Okay, gone to
I've seen better.
second thing. He hasn't stunned. Pandemonium Ruler. Okay, that sounds cool. Oh, okay, we got eyes. That's creepy. Okay, that's pretty cool. Geez, okay. So that went through their entire shields and half their health. So we need to be cognizant of that. Let's hit you with an Ares down, damage down, and Oblivion Fist. Ares down, damage down, stun. Good. Fuck, of course he's stunned, but
Take him out.
anyone that has the ability. Oh, he needs literally one.
Take the heat.
God, the way the stun works in this game kind of sucks. I'm gonna be real. It's honestly annoying. The way they do it. No. Yeah, we just need to keep going for damage.
Activating drive.
Because it's like they get one attack basically. It's like 2 turns, isn't it? Yeah. Like, I honestly dislike it. Like, I think Break worked a bit better. Even if I have annoyances with the way Break works with bosses. But I think it's still better in general. Yeah, you don't have... Let's put... Yeah. Let's put shield on everyone. This'll help a little bit. Okay, we need to start Cataract Waving instead.
Activating drive.
Okay, let's just do that, get some CP.
Activating skill.
Good. God damn it, we just put shield on. Should be fine, because I just want to break our work, and so I'm messing on Discord from there. Ah, okay. Should be fine. Yeah, because you have this.
I suppose I misread you.
And we can just do that.
Boost gauge limit raised.
Go. Cobalt Curtain. Good. The fact that's going through so much shield is crazy. Okay, we need more damage. So I'm going to put Fairy out so we can start getting her casts as
We
well.
have the upper hand.
No, you won't.
Because I think that's kind of needed. Lord of Doom, I need to put Hate up back again. Okay. So that's like all his shield.
Activating skill.
Okay.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
Activating skill.
Okay. Boost you
I
once.
suggest we strike now.
Heat Hate up. Aira's down. Heat Hate up.
We have the upper hand.
Let's do Rapid Onslaught. There we go. Cobalt Curtain. That sounds like a Pikmin when you say, yeah, this seems to happen with everyone. For whatever reason. Like, it happened with Shizuna as well.
Boost level maximum.
Okay.
Activating drive.
Let's be...
I suggest we strike now.
Delay blind.
Activating
15
skill.
6, 5 plus 3.
Deploying shield.
Like, in terms of damage we're getting out, we're doing pretty good.
I won't let this chance
Okay,
slip
all
by.
cancel. That's what happened there. Cobalt Curtain. Nope.
Cobalt curtain
You're
activate.
keeping it on.
Activating skill.
Yeah, it's like anyone that has Arc Feather gets that
Boost
weird
level
sound
maximum.
effect. Okay, let's do
We have the upper hand.
Crystal
Activating
Eden.
drive.
Let's boost there. Let's not use all your CP because I have a feeling there might be a phase 2 to this bitch. So let's just do res down.
I suggest we strike now.
A res down and then 8 up. Good. Oh, okay, cool. We got the overkill. Nice.
I won't stop here.
Good, good, good. Oh yeah, and Oziaz was slightly underleveled because she wasn't in a lot of the fights last time. Okay. And Holocore Batham and Karabia reach level 5. Good, 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 good.
Is that all your precious nightmare can do? How pathetic.
I mean, I thought it did pretty good.
Surveillance system. Adjust parameters. Set the game's end time to exactly 3 minutes from now. Once the timer hits 0, throw a Peyronid eye against the bomb.
Wait, what? It can just do that?
Oh no!
Not good.
Not good. Yeah, not good.
How cunning.
You know, money cutscene? Oh, yeah.
Dare mock me?
Oh. Yes! Oh.
I was right all along.
No, dude, you need to stab him some more.
Found it. Seems my work here is now done.
What was that? And also, that was really cool, Van. Gonna be real, but what was that? Also, let's take that cool sword.
Are you alright? I'll see to you right away.
Don't worry. My injuries aren't that bad.
And remember, he said throw him and his sword against the bomb. He didn't specify him being alive against the bomb. He's still good. Like, they still only have the however many minutes.
Nothing like what he has. Didn't really have much of a choice at the end there.
Of course you didn't!
That was self-defense, pure and simple. Son of a bitch practically held a gun to our heads.
Yeah, if you didn't do that, he would have killed us and all of the people in Aracion.
The Genesis still hasn't said game complete or anything.
The final
Okay.
boss, Dante's, has been defeated. Zone clear.
Okay, we good?
Congratulations, Team Arkwright Solutions. You have won the game.
Okay. Does that mean you're not gonna throw him and his sword against the bomb? Can it still go off?
Don't worry. It'll take more than a little fall to detonate it.
So it's finally over.
I believe so.
Right. Sorry.
The game at least is fit.
That's right. This marks the end of the greatest party in history.
Don't let him touch the sword.
Even in death, you shine so beautifully, boss. You died with the grace of an angel.
You're not even letting me celebrate in the majesty that is, yo, our main character just got to kill a guy. And that guy being like a big bad. Like, come on, man. Why are you giving me bad vibes?
But you were also as selfish as a devil till your dying breath. How could you walk the road to hell by yourself? than leave me to wallow in misery. Though I suppose that's part of why I fell for you in the first place.
You're free to join him any time, bud.
The jig is up, Melchior. We beat your stupid game, and your organization is toast. Why don't you surrender and come quietly?
That sword only answers to those it deems worthy. You will not be able to use it to detonate the bomb.
But what if he can? Don't let him grab it.
Of course. That was never in the cards. But I figure I can whip up a nice little fireworks show to commemorate the life of my dear boss.
Also, this is a castle made
Explosive artifacts.
castle made of stone.
I scattered them all throughout the palace, just in case it all shook out like this.
Like, how is it burning?
If you wish to make it out alive, you better get moving. I hope to see you alive and well at our next meeting. Adieu.
Alright, someone grab the sword.
Damn it!
And also, yeah, teleportation.
We've got to book it. Let's go.
We gotta grab the Genesis and the
Toasty.
bomb.
Right!
You can leave that to me.
Oh, regard.
Thank you.
And did anyone grab the sword? That's still a major question. Yo, escape sequence? Oh, hello there. Oh.
It's Ariok's armor.
Once again, should have addressed it. No, it was fine. Like, come on, man. What the fuck? I called it.
But there isn't anyone inside.
The Fangs of Rahu has a mind of its own. It craves fresh sacrifices, and it will get what it desires. Master or no master.
What? You're pulling my leg, right?
It's not going to let us past, is it?
We really don't got time for this shit right now.
Then we'll deal with it for you.
Yeah, cool.
Oh!
Hey, here's an artifact.
Impeccable timing, you two.
We came as soon as we heard the game was over.
Collecting artifacts is kind of our thing. So, you can leave this to us.
Can we keep the sword?
Wait! But this place is about to collapse!
Don't worry. We have an escape route already laid out.
We have teleportation.
You have our thanks. But don't dawdle in this place for long.
Not another step. It's payback time, Fangs of Rahu. Let's do this, Leon!
Right.
Searing seal of mine, shining from the abyss.
Glacial seal of mine, shining from the abyss.
I can't remember. What were the other Dominion stigma evocation words? Were they all shining from the abyss? Or was it...
How do we get out now?
Or were they different? Or did they just happen to match? Dude, power to Burgard for just one-arming a fucking nuke. Like, that thing must be heavy.
There's fire
It's holding like a
here,
fucking
too.
beach ball.
Ugh, where's the convenient exit when you need it?
This way'll do. It leads to the watchtower on the castle walls. All right, you guys. Get ready to jump.
Jump?
Yeah. I mean, it's
What?
great. More people like
You're
Kevin. Yeah.
insane.
More people like Kevin. We love Kevin like people. It's fine. Ah. Whoa. Cool guys don't look at explosions. Good thing that there is a pool of water at the bottom.
We're alive, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
I think so.
Why in the hell did you think that was a good idea? You some kind of maniac.
It was the only idea.
Maniac or not, we're alive. So, yeah, I think it was a solid plan.
My attempt to soften our landing with shards proved successful.
I wish you remembered that some of us aren't the athletic type.
That was awesome! It felt like we were acting out the climax of a movie or something.
Judith, I'm an adrenaline junkie. Let's go do it again. Hell yeah. I need to go skydiving right now.
As long as everyone is alive and well, I won't complain.
It's finally over.
Yeah, we've closed the books on this case.
Yeah.
Though we still have plenty of work ahead of us, and the lives Almada stole will never be returned.
Because this is what, the 7th Genesis? We don't have all 8 yet.
But I think we've paid back the debt we owed those people, and then some. For now, that's good enough for me.
I was finally able to avenge my bros.
Yeah. I hope Ida's smiling from up above.
Well, I mean, given that Melchior still isn't dead, it's like, still can't perfectly say we've done it and avenged him.
Maybe the people of Basel can rest easy now.
Oh, hey, you guys!
Hello.
Is everyone okay?
It looks like they're all in one piece at least.
Ren, Elaine, Marielle.
Here comes the welcome wagon.
Are you guys walking?
We shall excuse ourselves. I'm sure we will meet again soon enough.
Gonna teleport away?
It was a pleasure to fight alongside you all. I'll see you again soon, Judith.
Yeah. See you.
Goodbye.
With Almada out of the picture, AUA's gonna be pretty damn busy.
Yeah, but you know Sal. He and the Liu family can handle just about anything.
Should we enjoy that they can do that and that they can handle just about anything? Because, I mean, like, let's be real here. AUA's not great. Like, we sided with them because we couldn't side with Shizna. But, like, should we be happy that they can handle so much? I would kind of rather they're a little bit incompetent. Like, they're not able to perfectly handle every situation. Like, can they be at least a little bit inefficient? Look at all these other groups that you could have sided with. Okay. Except for this group, you couldn't side with them.
You didn't do half bad for a dropout.
I fucking didn't do half bad. We solved the problem, Silas. You didn't do shit.
I'm afraid I'll require a little more proof before I accept that he is worthy of our time and trust.
Hey, Leon, how about you go fuck yourself?
Anyway, what should we do from here? We were unable to recover those artifacts.
Wait, you couldn't get the suit of armor?
Oh, don't remind me. Guess I ought to hit up the CID's chief and see what our next move is.
Wait, were you not able to get the armor, or are you talking about all the artifacts? Because, like, the armor was right there. You were fighting it.
I suppose we can call this a job well done.
I will say that is a cool drawing.
Indeed. We met all of the objectives that were issued to us by the President.
Okay.
However, our main AI's predicted danger level remains the same.
Our main AI is predicted.
It should have changed by now, but it's still showing as yellow. We must remain vigilant as we wait for the grand reveal next month.
Oh, grand reveal. December.
Most of our primary objectives have been accomplished. However, I regret to inform you that the Overseer of the Thorns managed to escape. I must also apologize about the matter related to the Dark Blue Core.
The Dark Blue Core. Oh, Mayor?
We have already begun pursuit of the former target, and we will expand our search radius for the latter.
Huh.
Everything will be taken care of. Captain.
Captain. Okay, so he's not, I guess, the leader of it, so... Chapter 5, the rest is Carnival. And, hell yeah, complete Chapter 5. Requested help from Haley and complete Chapter... Oh no, to get every achievement, I'm gonna need to play through the game. Or at least I'm going to need to... Okay, I'm gonna need to get a save to a point where I'll be able to recruit every single party. And then I need to go through it with each party. Fuck. Okay. So that's going to be one save is going to be Shizuna and all the quests and all that other stuff, and the others are just going to be fucking beeline it.
I'll gladly take that.
Chrono armor. Ooh, evasion 20, evasion 20, res red. Ooh, that is good armor.
Can't complain
S
with
rank.
that.
Hell yeah.
This was inevitable.
Good. Got Julius, so now we just need Burgards. Max HP plus 2, strength, defense, ATS, ADF plus 4, speed plus 2, save. Save. Okay. Proceed. I don't know if it's called Chapter 6 or if it's called something else. We'll figure it out afterwards. We're almost in December. It had been 8 days since the Ents of Erosian came to a close. After the crisis was resolved, it was announced that the explosion at Vashtar Palace and Kray's destruction were the work of Almada. However, as if to quell any unease, it was also promptly announced that Almada was no more thanks to the CID and a number of external collaborators. With the last remaining nuclear device being recovered, the state of emergency around Edith was lifted the next day. This happened in tandem with fervent reports that the CEOs of the Quincy Company and Etwas had been formally arrested. This was a shock to many. Quincy Company's products were beloved across the continent, and Etwas vehicles seen as a major status symbol. It was almost unfathomable that both men had been blackmailed into funding a terrorist organization. The Quincy Company CEO, being the father of a famous Aryan bracer, added to much of the discussion as well. However, as the Tsar personally led the charge on his arrest, the general public sentiment was one of compassion and concern. And her attempt to turn in her bracer badge was summarily rejected by the Guild's headquarters in Le Mans. No, you don't get to quit. You must continue working as a bracer. You are not allowed to quit. You are our corporate slave. It's like, that's not how employment works, guys. If I say I'm done, I'm done. You can go fuck off. Calvert's economy, which had been briefly thrown into disarray by the state of emergency, was quick to return to relative normality. Yet, some things would never return. The impending end of reparations continued to emit a small degree of unease among the populace. Still, this and the culmination of events had no ill effect on President Gramhart's approval rating. Indeed, they only served to increase it. His office stated that a memorial service for Kray would be held during December 3rd's Revolution Festival. Following that would be quite the reveal. The Calvard military's newest weapon would be on display, a symbol of the country overcoming its grief and moving forward with great strength. Okay. Great. It's crazy how it's like, oh yeah, his approval rating only went up, even though a nuke and explosions at a palace happened during his presidency. It's like, yeah, that's not...
that, huh?
Even if they did...
Yeah. Well, Melchior's still on the
get
run,
it
which
settled.
does bug me.
They weren't able to stop the things from happening.
But the authorities in the guild have taken out all their bases and secured any routes that could be used to flee the country. Their partners in crime are being taken care of too, right?
Indeed, the Gralsritter and Iscariot have put aside their differences for now to pursue the gardens. Several Jaegers, including those of Ika Ruga, and even the Society have also been working toward that end.
Meanwhile, Heiwei and Marduk spearheaded the effort to expose all of Almada's connections. I believe their findings, which reveal a number of associates, have since been sold to the CID.
Sold. CID had to purchase them.
That's quite a lot.
Man, Gen and Sao never miss a beat.
Abby and the rest of our people have been hard at work with Eisenshield too.
As for the nuclear weapon, we don't need to worry about that either. Professor Hamilton and the other disciples supervised its disassembly, so it's no longer a threat. Professor Callahan isn't believed to have made any more, and the Mafia won't be capable of making more themselves anytime soon.
Even if the one sword capable of detonating them was still in their possession, they would still need a device to be detonated. I might add that Calvert is aiding the congregation for the sacraments in going through and clearing the rubble that was once Vashtar Palace. They expect to have finished the task and found that sword together with the halberd and armor artifacts by mid-next month.
So, 1, they should have collected that goddamn sword when they were getting the bomb. 2, halberd and armor artifacts, literally they were right there. Celis and Leon were right fucking there, and they failed to do their sole job. They are incompetent. That is pathetic for all the shit they are talking.
None of them can be used by anyone but their rightful owner anyway, right? I guess once that's wrapped up, we'll be able to say this whole thing's well and truly over.
I suppose so, yes. To think we've persevered through so much.
We sure have.
Yeah.
I'm still worried about Melchior, though. Just to me, it's strange how no one seems to have any idea where he is.
I still can't believe what he did to his own boss.
I mean, he just blew up the body.
I don't know if I'll ever be able to understand how that guy thinks. Not that I want to.
Psychopath does psychopathic things. News at 11. Just how it is. I wish I could have taken revenge on the last asshole responsible for my bro's deaths. But can't win them all, I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna have to leave that one to the Oathbreakers people. They say you gotta fight poison with poison. Now it's time to see if he'll live up to that old saying.
Right. But at least now, the world can finally be at ease.
We hope. Agnes, are you still feeling guilty that you couldn't stop it all from happening? I am. But I'm also trying to tell myself that I did everything I could, including for the children of Rassian. Even if I can't help but feel like I put a lot of people out for nothing. That's not true at all. Perhaps there may be some who would see your actions as self-righteous, but I believe they were meaningful. Of course they were. I'm not in the business of telling my assistants what's right and wrong either. You did what you believed was right. That's good enough for me. So you got my thanks too. Well, you're welcome, but I couldn't have done any of it without a lot of help from others. Not everything had a happy conclusion, since Elaine's father ended up arrested. But I'm still so glad that we're able to gather like this again. Yeah. Me too. Our foes were a terrifying force to be reckoned with, but through everyone's cooperation, we triumphed. You deserve a lot of praise yourself, you know? Thinking back, there are a lot of times when I don't know what we would have done without you. We owe so much to the goddess. Maybe to our chief having the devil's own luck? Could be. Either that or because I made Lady Luck my bitch. What does that mean? You stop that. You really can't help yourself, can you? 2, 4, 6. So we now have 6 Genesees in our possession. Weren't there 8? I doubt I could have ever gotten this far without all of you, so thank you. Aw, we were happy to help. That just leaves 2 now, though, right? There are supposed to be 8 in all, so that should be the case. Professor Hamilton has been looking into where they could be, but nothing's come up so far. Yeah, now that Almada's out of the picture, if they're not doing things, how are we gonna, have a pulse to go off of? None have been discovered in any of Almada's bases, or the Garden's hideouts either. I'm sure they'll turn up eventually. Just gotta keep looking.
So, now that we've dealt with Almada, things should be back to business as usual before long. There's still gonna be plenty on our plates, especially in the short term. But it's about time you guys started thinking about whether or not you want to keep working here.
Man, I suppose it is getting to be that time. The way things are going, my primary task will be complete before much longer. I've still got other things I want to do here in the capital, at least. And hey, I'm not even employed here. I wasn't really talking to you, but since it seems so dead set against being here anyway, why not go home already? Well, I would, but the paparazzi are such a headache, and the food here is so good. I get that they're assholes, but come on. I have to have given up on your story by now. Nina seems worried about you, so even if you don't go see your family, you should still go back to your old place. Also, we still don't know who Nina was connected to and who she was talking to. That's another thread that needs to be revisited. I will. Eventually. What are you, my mother? Perhaps you should discuss the situation with the owner of your apartment? I was talking to you too, though. What? Still covering all the trouble Almada caused, but I doubt that'll last more than a month. So once I start taking on more subcontractor jobs, I'm not going to need to pay out for any assistance anymore. Or have the budget to do it. Man. But plan to find those last 2 Genesees, but it's gotta be on the side while I do other work from here on. So a helping hand while I'm swamped would be nice. That's all I'm gonna need you for. Besides, you're gonna be loaded up with student council work for a good while after next month rolls around. That's true, but what kind of work? Oh, it's gonna be some big event taking place at Anya's school in a few months.
There's no need to hurry them into a decision. As you said, you still intend to help deal with the aftermath of Almada's actions. I will remain here to assist you with that as well. And the more we have on our side, the better.
Not wrong there.
I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that you should be thinking about this stuff. The Revolution Festival's in 3 days, and we're gonna be drowning in work until then for sure. Been a while since we could focus on 4 SPGs and Edith, so hope you're ready to dive in soon as breakfast is done.
Hell yeah. Oh my god. Look, everyone's down here. Oh no, she's sad. How much does Aaron actually eat? God, breakfast look good. I would eat that toast and egg. Be great. Yo, Van and Rosette? Yo, Anya's jealous? Finale for you upon your return. Okay. So I'm gonna have to add that to the chapter title. Or the stream title. Finale. There we go. Good. Meet you guys back here at 10:30. What are you gonna be up to in the meantime, Anyas? Oh, not much. I do have something that I need to do, though. I think I should take care of a software update that needs installing now, actually. Version 3.6.2 of the Kitty engine that was released last night. I was thinking the same thing. I'll just get going for now, then. Until later. So she pushed an update, huh? Her ex-kitty sure keeps herself busy. I just know her workload on Ossian must have been nuts, too. Just for the best, I think.
Yeah, just tell me what you want.
She hasn't done anything out of the ordinary since Ossian. Still a lot of mysteries to be solved about both her and the Grendel. Those have got nothing to do with the others. Not even Anya's. Well, kind of does, given that her shit only happens when Genesis are around, but, you know. Yeah.
This is all wrong. This isn't who I am. This isn't me.
Yeah, what was going on there?
I was right all along. I found it. Seems my work here is now done.
Yeah. Yeah, what was that all about, man? Some evil villain shit. Still, maybe Master was right that I laid that on them out of nowhere. Still time until we need to head out. I'll go check on them. Speak to all allies before getting to work. Okay. Judith, good. All chest plundered. 1 onyx weapon forged. Still need to do that. 9 movies watched, so 1 more movie. Sauna visited finale. Burgard. Need plenty of Mira, but that's probably happening next one. All chest plundered. That's still a dungeon's worth of chests. All 4 SPG cases. Hopefully I should be able to get that. All gifts given. Am I going to be getting 10 gifts here? Not 100% sure. All movie brochures acquired. That one, I don't think I'm going to be able to watch 4 movies in this chapter. So this must be you have to do it over a course of a couple different playthroughs. Dishes, enemies logged. Still 49. And that's excluding EX ones. 5 bonds maxed, maybe. Any unique ones? No, but we do have chrono armor. Red snow, evasion plus 9. That's a big one. 848 to 10. That's just straight up 200 defense better. 140 A res better. 20 evasion and 20 A evasion. So yeah, let's do that. That was the stabbing and escape scene. It was great. I love it. Love Judith being an adrenaline junkie. Absolutely flabbergasted that we did not pick up the fucking sword that was used and just let that, lie down. Leon Celis, incompetent. They were literally fighting the armor. Still did not take it. Still didn't claim it. All holocores maxed. Volglyph. Water and time. Arts damage increases when HP is higher. That's good. Max 50%. That's good.
Initiating maintenance.
How much water? 6 water 4 time, I'd be losing a decent amount of HP, but I would be gaining even more damage. Which I think would be where my internet froze just as you're about to answer the question. I can lull. Escape sequence was good. Judith, being a adrenaline junkie was nice. Jumping out the window. Flabbergasted that they didn't take the sword from oh, that's what I can do. From the body. Like they just left it and they have to recover it, which they're not going to. They're not going to find it. There we go. Gotta keep that. So I get to keep the HP. I just don't have as much ABF, which is not a big deal. So even more damage on her while also keeping all the good stuff. Yeah, only way I could get her to be better right now is if I got an EP3, so I could replace 1 with it. I guess I could get a hit 3, but it's not the biggest deal. Yeah. So that would be nice. But yeah, and then Celis and Leon being incompetent because they were right next to the armor and then failed to do anything. Like, they literally fought the armor and still didn't succeed at, like, actually doing anything. So, like, the fact that they're talking shit about me is just like, wow, you guys really don't have much a leg to stand on, yet you are talking a high horse. What's he doing now? Sleeping? Or standby mode, I guess? Ah, no point in waking him up. Sleep tight. Hey, Anyas. This is where you snuck off to? Yes, I had a quick errand to attend to. Are all your preparations squared away? Preparations? Feels like a bit of a stretch to call them that, but yeah, I'm ready. We still got plenty of time, so no need to rush. Well, there's no rushing, and then there's being efficient. Guess she's in the middle of something. I'll bug her later after my stuff's done. That's true. There is rushing and being efficient. They are separate. Dude, Brigard's up in top room. How's it going, man? Also, let's... yeah, so Brigard's gonna be in the main party. Oh. I think this man's up right at home.
As you well know, I shouldn't even be alive right now. I've decided to make the most of this chance, to try things I couldn't even imagine in my previous life, and have found myself rather enjoying them.
Okay, so he didn't even necessarily mean to cheat death and get out of being a Sigma holder. It just happened to him? That needs to be explained a little bit more.
The magazines you used to read were quite inspirational, if I'm being honest.
Hello, Hollow Slash. The chapter Employee of the Month part is a small second. Just make sure you use the character you want for the opponent. Yeah. So Brigard's gonna be in the party, and I'm gonna go after a lot of S-crafts with him. Wait, so this is my fault? His hordes of more respectable students ever found this out, they'd have my head. So Ashlad isn't the uncooperative jackass I was expecting?
Indeed. He may be a man of few words, but he is an honorable, just, and determined one, capable of seeing the greater picture.
The greater picture? I would hope so.
Rank-and-file armed monks trust him, so I would be confident in Iscariot's handling of matters, if he were the only one they answer to.
However, who is the captain he was talking to before? We got his boss to worry about. The captain, right? The one all 30,000 members of the Papal Guard and Iscariot answer to.
Correct. They took up their post after my retirement, so I've never met them. I believe their identity is considered a top secret, even among the Congregation for Divine Worship, to whom the Papal Guard also answers. I suspect only a small number of people know who they are.
I feel like that's not a very good leadership idea. Like, oh yeah, we all answer to this one guy, but we don't know who that one guy is. Like...
Several hundred Iscariot monks, cardinals of the Congregation for Divine Worship, the commander of the Gralsritter, and the Pope. Whoever they are without a doubt the congregation's wild card.
Who wants to bet that they're going to be Sorobora? Kinda. Except the way I've always taken it is there are at least a good chunk of people that know or that have seen the Grandmaster, right? Like, I feel like all Anguisses and all enforcers have probably met the Grandmaster, save like a few enforcers. Like, we definitely know that there were some enforcers that met the Grandmaster. Louve being one of them. I think also McBurn. Do you already see this guy for? Yes, we did, and we discussed it like immediately after the stream started. Yeah, it looks good. We're excited. Was not what I was expecting. I was expecting a port of the other games, but you know, I'm looking forward to it. What reason would someone like that have to get their right-hand man involved in this? The Jassies? But they're more of a Grossorter kind of deal. Actually, why are you even telling me all this stuff in the first place? Why are you like a magnet for info I don't want to know as is?
It's far too late to be caring about such things, my young friend.
Yes, indeed.
Still, whether they are criminal or legal, your old friends or your assistants.
I think most of the Angusses have met the GM, but Cameron definitely knows the GM, and both McBurn and Louve have met them. Yeah, because Louve got the sword from the GM. So yeah, it's like not... Because that's one thing that would be... Like, if all enforcers met them, that would be a major plot, like, failing flaw. Because it would be like, okay, if all enforcers get to meet the Grandmaster, why the fuck has Joshua or Sharon... or Ren not said anything about like, oh yeah, this is what they look like, and like given that to the guild and been like, yeah, you're looking for a person that looks like this.
I genuinely believe that the more people you know and interact with, the better. Who we meet shapes who we become.
McBurn just casually dropped into the Astroglobe. I mean, basically, he was like, boom, hey, here I am. I'm out for a bit. See you later. You got some... Or it was more like, hey, you got some questions to answer. And then he peaced out.
Be these relationships fortunate or foul, we are all the more human because of them. Surely the past 5 years have taught you this.
Well, I just... People's natures don't change easily, I guess. Having you in Onassian was a huge help. It's huge a help as having you here now. So I count this relationship among the fortunate ones, at least. So keep sticking around so the younger generation can kick back a bit, yeah? I'd pay you as thanks, but I don't think you'd take the mirror. Huh. At least let me get you something even nicer than that jacket you've taken a liking to. Anyway, you still got plenty of time left, so I'll go ahead and leave you be. Take it easy, Master.
There are things in life you cannot avert your eyes from. No matter how hard you try.
You know, student-like Master, they both like their cool jackets.
Whether you can realize that fundamental truth is down to you, Van.
Yeah, because I'm willing to bet that he's, like, because several times throughout the game, we've gotten him having, like, mental flashbacks, whether by choice or not. Like, I have a feeling he's probably, like, repressing some bad memories. Which were probably slightly awakened by the Dante's encounter. Hey, Rosette. Must be working on stuff from Marduk. Probably about Almada. There's still a decent chunk of time until half past, so I'd better get out of her hair.
Oh, Mr. Arkwright.
What's the name of Grendel's form now? I think it's just Grendel. Because there's regular Grendel, which I call Blue Grendel, and then there's Red Grendel, which is when he's like crazy and can't really control it, or is just in pain. Sorry, I wouldn't have come in if I'd known you were working. All the Amaz stuff almost wrapped up?
Yes. We've been able to pinpoint groups related to them, their dummy corporations, and other illegal channels. I admit to some surprise at just how far outside of Calvard the reach spreads, but Marduk has largely decontaminated the areas over which it has influence.
Decontaminated is a very interesting term. Chief of Security had a big role to play in that too, I'm sure. Who wants to bet Thorndyke will use this as a chance to expand Marduk's market share?
I suspect you would be on the winning side of that bet. Between the war against the Empire and the Tower and Crossbell appearing soon after, it feels like too much is happening too fast in Zemuria.
You know, it was one thing when crazy shit happened, like, every, 3.5, 4 years, but, you know, every other year, that's a bit too much. That's a bit too much, man. No one wants to mention, hey, you remember when that big blue tree sprouted up in Crossbell and not like a month later there was a big red infernal castle in the Arbonian capital? Remember those two happening just back to back? No one wants to mention that.
As other countries seek to catch up with the Republic and its latest innovations, Zyphas, assault frames, I imagine the need for Marduk's services will only expand going forward.
Makes it abundantly clear we're living in a time of big change. Speaking of, you started thinking of the next step for yourself at all?
I am but a humble concierge. Nothing more, nothing less. My focus for the foreseeable future remains supporting you, Mr. Arkwright. Be that with Mare or with your stun caliber. I could do most of my work remotely as I did before, of course, but I am now aware of just how much more inefficient that is.
Gotcha. You wish I knew why your people love to have their eye on me so damn much. I ain't gonna tell you what to do. We got an equal deal going on between us. Just keep in mind that starting next month, I'm not gonna need as much office help as I have been. Which is probably fine for you. Plate's full enough without dealing with the day-to-day around here.
Well, I suppose I do. Though I would like to believe I'm making a fair contribution irrespective of that.
Wasn't it Grendel Alter? Yes. Yeah, I guess that's the official name for it, because after we got Mare to be able to just pop it whenever we want, whenever we want, it was called Grendel Alter. Yeah. Something up?
It's nothing, really. I was only thinking that I might not be able to help you from next month onward after all.
Oh.
You see, next month will mark 1 year since I was given this body, and it's about time it was given some thorough maintenance.
Ah. Oh, right.
Depending on matters here and the overall project status, I might have to return to my former environment. In that event, I would have no choice but to revert to assisting you remote.
Now, hold up there. You really gonna be okay with that?
So you have an inkling as to what that former environment was? What gave it away? Was it something about the way I work? No, I suppose there isn't any point in me knowing.
Nah, wasn't anything like that. Just...
Please, don't misunderstand. As you're aware, Marduk is a logical, impartial corporation. So long as I keep demonstrating I can provide value to them, I don't doubt they will keep letting me use this body. In that regard, our relationship is quite equitable. I even plan to purchase it from them if all goes well.
Huh? Huh. That's an option? State-of-the-art artificial body can't run cheap, though.
It most certainly is costly. But with my salary, I think it's possible that I could have enough Mira saved in a few years.
Okay. You got a good salary?
My current arrangement here earns me even more than my remote work did, too. So I would like to keep at it as long as possible.
I've also got into day trading. I'm going to be a rich bitch. Happy to help. So I'm curious. Just how high a salary are you talking anyway?
Well, I can't give you a specific number since that's classified information.
Really shouldn't be, though.
But about enough to buy an Etwas entry-level sedan?
You could buy a used apartment in the suburbs with that kind of money. Jeez, damn. That's rolling in it. I don't believe I've ever divulged how I spend my savings in retrospect. Collecting combat data for their cyborg body would be bad for... Yeah, right? It would probably be very good. I'm not sure what my job responsibilities will entail after next month's maintenance, but I believe I'll continue to explore my transfer options. They do seem quite attractive. Okay, yeah, let's also come up here. There we go. Get the second dialogue. I've said my piece. All that's left is for you to look within yourself and make your decision. Now then, I'll need something to pass the time. Perhaps a bike magazine or two will help. Dear Marduk body needs more bounce factor. Could you make my ass... Could you make it so I cannot do stealth because the clap of my ass cheeks? Can you make me 2 inches tall? Special feature? Heart-pounding courses with heart-stopping views? Color me intrigued. Can you make me like my Oshi snake? Yeah, Colonel. World history. Why are you looking at two different world history books? The Central Eastern and Western history textbooks? Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, Agnes gave me the Western one.
The noise in my cheeks keeps alerting the guards, and I love it.
They're supposed to be the same edition, but there's a bunch of little differences between their contents and viewpoints. It's been really eye-opening comparing them, even if there's also lots of stuff I don't really understand.
Ain't you a budding scholar? You can get your hands on the Far Eastern version. I bet you find all kinds of differences there, too.
I was thinking the same thing. So, Aaron promised to give me his old copy. You know, before I
Surprised
met
he still
you,
has it.
I barely left the village. Most of my life was spent inside of it. But Ida wasn't kidding when she talked about how big the outside world is. Even if I dedicated my entire life to studying, I doubt I could learn all there is to know about it.
Probably, yeah. Listen, I meant what I said earlier. I probably shouldn't have brought it up out of nowhere the way I did.
No, I totally get where you're coming from. The timing is right. Now that Almada's gone, I feel like I've been able to avenge Ida's death. It sounds like Abby's willing to forgive me for disobeying his orders, too.
It sounds like my dad's able, willing to forgive me for not killing someone.
I also miss Umi, my mom, and my siblings Lana and Camille, to tell you the truth. But I've also gotten used to living in Calvert, and I have a lot of fun at Sunday school. And more than anything else, I'd be really sad to say goodbye to you and everyone here.
Still, I'm not talking about tomorrow or even next week. If you do go home, it's not like we'll never see each other again. If your goal is to become a real warrior, though, then I think the choice is clear.
I guess you're right.
But is that truly your goal, or were you just raised into wanting it? Become a wanderer. They're cool. You don't have to go down the path if you don't want to. There's plenty of things you could do off the battlefield. You could even try following a path more like Sophie's.
You really think I could be like Fee?
No, we don't need more ex-Jaegers to brace her. That's a tried and true pipeline. Can we... Fairy, just go be a Spriggan. Be like, yo, I like what you do, Van. I'm gonna go start my own Spriggan agency. I'm not pushing you to join the guild or anything, to be clear. Just saying it might be better than you following in your brother's footsteps. Saw something funny last week, Rob Hollison's podcast, where they had Cow from Cow and Chicken and Carl from Jimmy Neutron reenacting a scene from Mission. Oh, God. Lord, that would be weird.
Yeah, I think so too. Still, I never even considered becoming a bracer.
Because you shouldn't.
Is it okay if I think more about it?
No, don't. Don't be a bracer. We don't need more goody two-shoes just beholden to the letter of the law. We need more people acting in the gray. Think about it as long as you want. There's no rush. Just be ready to head out in a bit, okay?
Okay.
This made me think about what else I can do. Besides just going back home and being a warrior. I think I'm confusing myself about it. There's just so many options. So I want to take the time to really think it through. Thanks for all the help along the way, Van. Yo, what's up, Aaron? I just randomly pull off a camera, right? Oh, yo, what's up? I feel like Aaron would get along well with Randy. I wonder who might be on the left, who might be on the front cover of this book, given that hair. Although I guess the big question is who's on the back. Honestly, kind of nice to have you still acting the same around times like these.
What? You come to talk about that cold bunk you said to the kiddos? If it was gonna eat away at you, you shouldn't have said it in the first place. Looks lame when a dad past his prime sulks over his teenage kids.
We feel way more responsible here, but that may be because we can't see her slacking behind the scenes. That, yeah. And also, I feel like her slacking was a lot more Cold Steel 1, right? It felt like she was a lot more, like, ever since becoming a bracer, honestly, since CSU, she's felt a lot more like, okay, I'm going to be proactive. First game, she was meant to just be a human cat that's like, not Jaeger anymore. I don't really know what I want to do. Just kind of like existing. But like ever since, it's been like, okay, I'm going to do stuff like actively. Could find ways to call me old. Besides, you seem to have it in your head I wasn't talking to you, but I was. You gotta have plans to go back home eventually, right?
Sure do. I'm a born and bred Longport boy. And I always will be. But I've only been here for 3 months. That's barely enough time to miss me. So unless I've got some specific reason to head back, I'm staying put.
She wasn't the time for a nap. She wasn't the time for a nap team in Reverie. Time. Okay, I didn't realize that, but yeah, time for a nap. Who would that have consisted of? Fee? Tio? Did Tio take naps?
But I wouldn't mind going to a few other places, like
Celine?
Crossbell or
Yeah.
Arabonia.
Another cat?
Hell, I'd even put Eastern Zemuria on the
Altina
table.
and McBurn. Okay, yeah, you know what, that one's clever. Because Fee we see sleeping, Celine is a cat, Altina, the second time we like ever interact with her is when she is sleeping. And Reen is attacked for potentially being a weirdo. And McBurn definitely would laze away. Yeah, okay. Look at you go.
Knock it off with the my baby's growing up vibe.
My baby's growing up.
Oh, and let's get one thing straight. Me staying in the capital doesn't mean I'm gonna be at your beck and call. If the girls left and this place turned into a total sausage fest, I don't even want to think about how sad a sight that'd be.
Hey, don't give me that look. I'm not after your pity, alright? By the way, your old problem ain't showing any sign of resurfacing, right?
You mean that tyrant? Yeah, nothing there. Yen can call me a reincarnation all he wants, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm as me as I can be. I decide what I want to do with my life, not some dusty old relic from the ancient past.
Yeah, you go, Aaron. You're a one-of-a-kind cocky little bastard, you know that?
And what's that supposed to mean? Don't be such a freaking creep. Anyway, you lost so I can have my fun. Though, if you don't mind waiting to kick some ass on the clock, that'll give me time to go tap some ass off the clock.
Okay, Aaron. We ain't putting off work for that. Just how much have you been around when I haven't been looking? How loose are you, Aaron? He still has boxes. Yeah, picture of his mom. Who died and made you my grandpa? Read the kids a bedtime story or something. Just let me do my thing, yeah? Got some booty calls I want to make. Dude. I've never been in this room or this room, which is why they weren't on the map. That's funny. Oh, Madame Adelaide. I presume that's a movie that her mom was in? Or is that one that you were in, Judith? And then Dominique Lanster. Okay, and that's presumably her Grammy, the singer. Okay, that's cool.
So you're going back to your apartment?
Yeah, I guess that's the plan. I must have worried you sick, huh? It looks like Buzz Raiders finally given up on their stupid obsession with me. So it seems safe enough to live there again.
There's been so much going on lately that I'm sure they've got bigger fish to fry now.
Oh, you forgot Tio and Nadia. Yep, Tio would nap. And Nadia, yes, Nadia loves napping. She loves sleeping. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, you're fine. I've actually been wanting to thank you for helping out Judith for a while
Nap
now.
time.
Please pass on my regards to everyone else as well, including the family who runs the bistro.
Okay, so you know she lives above the bistro.
Now hold your horses! I'm the one who's been helping him out. So why is he the one getting thanked?
Because I'm sure that you just weaseled your way into his trips outside the capital without taking no for an answer.
Any plans for the week? Just hang out. Streaming tomorrow and Friday and also Saturday, I believe. So, well, actually, no, probably won't be streaming Saturday unless it's a short stream prior to the premiere of the Grandia Abridged Episode 1. Because I did promise I'd be in the chat after that premieres. So, can't be streaming then.
I don't know all you've been up to, but I do know that you were able to return in one piece thanks to Arkwright Solutions' efforts.
Yeah.
And with how much I respect you as my senior in the industry, I think it's only natural for me to want to say thank you.
So you respect me that much, huh?
Huh.
I mean, not that it isn't perfectly natural for you to respect me, of course.
I'm awesome. Never takes much to butter her up. I'm sure our young lady here just so happens to be an expert at it.
She's become such a sassy little thing. She was so cute and polite when she first started out, but look at her now. All that success must be going to her head.
That was 3 years ago, right? I don't know if 15's early or late for starting out in your industry.
It's not late, but it's not really early either. I started acting at 14 myself. A lot of actors and actresses get their first roles when they're children even, which just goes to show how much of an unusual case she is. She ended up going from a rookie to a top actress in 3 years, which is just crazy.
It's bullshit. I can see why, though. Seen a few of her films, and it's interesting seeing how different her approach to the craft is compared to yours. You can handle any kind of role that's thrown at you, yeah, but she just fully becomes the character she's playing without even trying. Interesting that you note fully becomes the character she's playing. What if Nina is a character and she's fully become the character of Nina and she is in fact someone else? Thinking with my brain, not doing much fun. Gonna see a new Alien movie. Nice. I'll be getting my CS3 poster on my Steam Deck this week. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
I didn't realize you knew your way around different acting techniques. I agree with you too. Her performance in Wolf's Requiem was amazing. But Gloria just blew me away.
She's talking like the movie industry is old. How old is the movie industry in this world? Isn't it like 30 to 40 years? Because it's very new outside of Calvert, and it's still relatively new inside of Calvert. But it's not like super aged, but it's been enough for it to have been around a while, I think. Yeah, her Sheena Dirk was something else. The media kicked up all the fuss about an Easterner playing the role, but in the end it was hard to see her as anything other than Sheena Reborn.
Boy, she's 4 years my junior, and already she's nipping at my heels. She's sure not making it easy to stay top dog. But I say bring it on. I don't plan to go down without a fight.
Good. Got nothing but respect for that spunk you got in you. Got a shame about the rest of you, though.
You better watch your darn mouth.
You better shut the fuck up. I respect your spunk, but the rest of you sucks. No.
And while I'm at it, I think what you said earlier was pretty out of line, too.
Right.
So, now that we've dealt with Almada, things should be back to business as usual before long.
Yeah.
But it's about time you guys started thinking about whether or not you want to keep working here.
I mean, he did pose it as a question as to whether or not you want to keep working here, not what you're going to do once I kick you out, right? They could say, no, I do want to keep working here, right? He did leave that as an option. Yeah, I think so too.
Wow, I didn't expect you to outright admit it. Then...
Still, you don't want people butting in on your side hustle either, do you?
Well, no, but that's not the same thing. I inherited my techniques from my mom and hers before her. And while they might not be legal, I still think the world needs...
You admitted it.
Oh, I get you now. I don't know what your secret is, but you've got something you don't want people to get involved in too, huh? Or I guess, something you can't afford to let them get involved in.
Anyway, it's two people who transform into things a teenager might have dreamed up. We gotta look out for each other. Don't know if I'm down to get caught living with an actual criminal, though, so you should probably still find some other place to live.
But I really don't want to give this place up.
It's so nice.
Well, I've got my next film's premiere coming up, so I'll go back to my old place before the festival, at least. I just wish I didn't have a bunch of stuff to report to Mom and Grammy first.
Oh, they're gonna rip me a new one. Oh, woe is me. But enough about me. I get why you draw that line where you do. The way I see it, or the way they see it, I think it's fine. Boom. Bam. Kaplawi. Skaboosh. Bam. Hey, how's it going, you guys? Yeah, I haven't been in here either. Picture of... It's the concept art of, like, the sewers area. Anything else? No, computer, radio-looking thing, tools, computer, Theo. You look satisfied, Quattro. Theo, shall I assist you, Quattro? How's it going, Quattro?
Hello, Van.
Yo, what's up, Theo?
Oh, is it time to go already?
Still got time, don't worry. Damn, your drone is something. Your speech is stiffer than a hollow's, but it's wild how you can hold a whole conversation with them.
Yeah, they don't have complete free will, but they do have a networked sense of self.
That's weird.
Zeros is the same. They're
Networked
around the same
sense of
quality
self?
as those combat shells in the Empire, from what I understand.
Oh, okay. Huh. So Aragatlum and Clomslaus.
The other mare is leagues ahead of them on a technical scale, but Hades knows how long it'll take humanity to make something similar.
That'd be a tough ask even for Hamilton and Cronkite, huh?
Oh, absolutely. We're talking singularities here. Still, we know it's theoretically possible. That was proven by what happened behind the scenes 2 years ago. You've heard all about that, I assume.
A bit, yeah. Guess I don't even need to ask what you're gonna do once you graduate. It's like a given you'll be focusing on orbital drone research. Or have you got your sights set even higher?
I'd like to help the professor with her work at some point, even if I don't feel like I'm quite ready yet.
Alright, but I'm gonna head to sleep since I got an early start tomorrow. Good night and have a great day tomorrow. Thanks, you too. Have a nice sleep. Okay.
Still, I'd rather finish things here before moving on to something else. Working here has been incredible for broadening my horizons too, so I think continuing my studies here would be more than worth its while.
You think?
Basel has patently more in the way of facilities, but the orbital network is lightning quick these days.
Lightning quick.
It's even helped me attend lectures at the Institute remotely, so it hasn't been half as inconvenient as I was expecting. Being here will also let me take part in the project to upgrade the network currently in use in Edith and the surrounding area.
And Anya's is here.
Though at some point, I'd really like to broaden my studies at the Epstein Foundation, ZCF, and Rhineford.
I explained Judith's family to Savannah as son-in-law since he saw her fully bare. Right? Also, you have to think, it's just like, okay, saw her fully bare, and also knows. Like, oh yeah, Mom, Grammy, they all know. I done fucked up. I can't keep a secret worth shit. So, makes sense. Man, our little boy who could only think of protecting his grandmother's home is all ready to take the world by storm. Though grown up you are, you should have just joined us in the springs instead of being shy. Wait, you should have just joined us in the springs. Oh, okay, the hot springs.
What? Who are you, Aaron?
Yeah, right? Come on, bro. It's sexual harassment. My bad. You only heard it after it came out of my mouth. I thought it, didn't process it. I just said it. My B. But yeah, compared to the others, hasn't been long since you moved in. You're satisfied with the setup you got going on here? I don't see the harm in working from here for a while longer. Plus you got Paulette to breathe down your neck if your health starts to nosedive from researching all night.
You're probably right. It's nice how she always worries.
She's a mom.
Still, are you sure you aren't gonna need my help after this month? Almada might be out of the picture, but the issue of the Genesis is still ongoing. And there's still a lot we don't know about Mare, the Grendel, or Marduk either. Then there's whatever Yang, Professor Cronkite, is working on with the President.
Yeah. Got a point. There's a lot going on. So if I need help with stuff, I'll be sure to come knocking. That means you come knocking if you need help with stuff too. I can investigate whatever you want, even down to the color of Cronkite's underwear.
That's so
Ayo! How's it going, Neko
And
Dave?
don't think I didn't notice you patting me on the head.
Yo, head pats! How's it going, my man? Did you enjoy the announcement today?
You've become very red, Katra.
You are embarrassed. You catch a cold? Let me feel.
My temperature is perfectly normal, thank you very much.
Theo's gonna be. Dee Dorothy, let's go, yeah! Theo, his temperature is not normal. I did want to mention, don't feel obligated to shoulder my workload. I appreciate it, but solving problems myself helps me learn more about the bigger picture. You never know when that knowledge base may come in handy. Pretty hyped, didn't expect a full. Yeah, me either. Like I was expecting just a port, but hey, we got a full release. So, oh, let me use the virtual combat simulator. I want it. Okay. So let's save. 'Cause I haven't saved in a bit. But, yeah. I was talking about it earlier where it's like, okay, now we're at a point where the only thing that I have misgivings at is if they remake all of the Sky Trilogy, then someone who plays and tries to play in order is then going to swap to the old style combat once they get to Crossbell. So it's like, how far are they going to go with the remakes? like have they I guess the thing is, if they're perfectly happy with the Kuro engine, because they presumably put a lot of time and money into it, could they feasibly be like, we're gonna go back, because they're gonna finish the series probably within the next few years, and it's like, okay, we're done with the series, but let's do kind of the final remaster cut, and okay, we're gonna have all of the games in the Kuro engine most. I guess second and third will take some time. I mean, at least with second and third, similar to, I guess, every other arc, there's a lot of revisits of areas, so they can reuse a lot of the assets. Because in terms between first and second chapter, the only unique areas that they would need to really build, right, are the Liber arc. In 2. Because in 1, you just need to have the dungeon area. Fuck, I'm just Switch for now. Yeah, but it's gonna be PC release. There's no way that they're only releasing it on Switch. That just doesn't make sense. That would only make sense if Nintendo was somehow funding it, which they're not. But East South Remaster in Japan, it was Switch first and PS4 later date. Interesting. Yeah, but that was also in Japan. I think maybe if they're releasing it in US, if they are, as rumored, going to be releasing it worldwide at the same time, I don't think they would stagger it like that. Personally, I might be 100% wrong, but that's my guess. Blossom Gourmet Hot Pot. Hot
Pick
drink.
something
already. Okay, I already got those. Right, eaten one of all of them. Yes.
Be seeing you.
How's it going, Victor? Oh, hi, Van. We just wrapped up the breakfast menu for the day. What she said. No more fun. No more from the morning menu for you. Don't care if you didn't get enough to eat. You lost your chance. I'm fine. I'm a grown-ass adult. I don't need to eat that much. I just dropped by to kill some time until I leave for work. That's truly good. Yeah, right? Falcom is... people that like Falcom games are eating healthy the past couple years. And up into the next couple as well. We're doing good. Finally. Just by curiosity. Yeah. Also, I just wanted to say, I'm so glad you all made it back here safe and sound. It's got rich on PC, so I'd better get a port. It's getting a port. There's no way it's not getting onto PC. Every Falcom game is getting on PC from now on. There's no way it's not getting it. Because it also just would not make sense. Because, it's not, you have to think, most of the people that probably are entire Trails fans are playing on PC. Because if you play all of the Trails games, you can only do it on PC. Because the Sky games right now are only on PC in terms of modern availability. So, yeah. Second that. Sometimes you make for noisy neighbors, but lately it's hard to rest easy when things get too quiet. Or Steam Deck. Well, I mean, yeah, but you can't only have Steam Deck. And Steam Deck is just a pocket PC, so that's not a console, at least in my mind. Especially now that I won't be seeing my Cray regular anymore. Oh yeah, guess you and that guy from Cray had some history, huh? I'm sorry. Yeah, since he helped with restaurant stock, we got to know him pretty well. We'll be going to his memorial service, as you can imagine. It's only fair we send him off after everything he did for us. Right. Makes sense. Well, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, so things should still be lively around the office. But the source of the issue's gone now, so my assistants might split off soon. I'll believe it when I see it. It's a little hard to imagine they would. No, I was going to ask earlier, but what about that racer? Did he stop by again? He has. He actually stopped by yesterday. Thanks for asking. Huh. That's good, I guess. You alright? All the games should work on Steam Deck. Yeah, I think they all do. All the ones that are out right now. I suppose. He enjoyed his meal, at least. What's the verdict? Anything between them or what? What? You don't gotta glare at me like that. Oh, are you talking about Maxim? He's funny in a lame way. Dude's got his work cut out for him before anyone respects him as a father. Good luck, pal. I would hate it if Maxim somehow got back together with Paulette. I would fucking despise it. He does not deserve it. Anyway, how's it going? You talking about Maxim? He's funny in a lame way. Hush, don't let him hear that, okay? But we eventually put them on it. Yeah. I played a few on Steam Deck. Yeah, buddy. Okay. So about damn time you lot showed up. It's almost noon. Move your lazy asses. Yeah, he's not in a good mood. Guess I'll just head out and keep myself busy. Shop.
What'll it be, hun?
New. Nothing new. Oh, she even calls us hun. That's a mom right there.
Come back soon.
I'm relieved to see you all back home safe. You miss energetic as ever, so you can't just leave her without someone to play with, no? Just keep Yumes his millions, right? You got it. She gets a good inheritance now. Wait, where the fuck? Okay, it's up. Yeah. Oh yeah, because Anya's is the last one we're talking to. Even further up. Where the fuck did you go? Oh, you're doing a rooftop talk? How's it going, Anya's? Water them flowers. They're looking thirsty. Positively 2D.
Okay, that should do it. Oh, Van, is it almost time to go?
It's getting there, but we still got some time. Can't believe how lifelike this guy is. Professor Hamilton students are something else. Okay, so the handles are always out. They didn't, like, pop out when they went into riding mode. Okay.
I was told there's more to him sleeping in the sun than just imitating dogs, too.
He has solar panels. He's getting energy.
He can turn the sun's rays into orbital energy.
Yeah, called it. Makes sense. Remember that being one of the areas Professor Hampton was researching? So, they've gotten real comfy around here over the past few months. It's almost time to start planning the next school festival, ain't it? Is the student council going to get real busy soon? Did you see their weapons down their backs? I did see that. I noticed that. Estelle puts her staff on her back and it stays out. That's great. Now we just need some of the the big sword ones to see. Like we need to see agate. What does agate look like?
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm starting to feel the pressure, to tell you the truth.
And also, just realizing we're going to get to see young Tita in 3D. Because we've only ever seen teenage Tita. And once they make, once they get around to second chapter remake, we're going to get to see small Ren. Not like mid-sized or like upper teen Ren. That's neat.
The end of April still feels like a long ways off now, but I know it'll be here before we know it.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting seeing like how they're able to like actualize the characters looking young, because like you can look at the Joshua and Estelle models and also Shara, and it's like, okay, you can see that they look younger, like they did it. So it's curious to see how they're gonna do that to other characters as well, and like how much younger they make them look.
I was able to attend last year's festival just after enrolling, and there was just so much to see and do over those 3 days. It was hard to believe that the whole event was planned and executed by students alone, even if quite a lot of them did take part.
Yeah, it's a staple of spring in the capital at this point, especially with that many people check it out. Need to drink some water. And with your with your current president at the helm, I can see this upcoming one being a festival for the books.
The other student council members and I are a little worried about that. So you did attend Aramis then?
Yes. Also, Estelle does this cool spin where she puts it back. Yeah. I mean, if you have a staff like that, you gotta spin it.
Just like Elaine and Mr. Kincaid.
Maybe Ren will look a bit like Lapis. Maybe. Yeah. Although, I like how, because Ren's probably going to be one of the few characters where the weapon still comes out of nowhere. Because that's the whole shtick. It's like, what? Where'd she pull that scythe from? Where'd she get that? Wait, sorry. Yeah. I dropped out not long after becoming a second-year student, though. Lane and I were in the same year, while Renee was a third year. Meh. The second he had the chance, Renee took on being student council president, because of course he did. Because we'd known him for so long, we started helping out with student council work, too. And Elaine stepped up and took the role of vice president once the former one decided to go abroad for a while. Wait a second. Was this when... I'm just trying to think, because... No, because it couldn't have been Lecter, because Lecter didn't go to Aramis, right? It had to have been someone else. Yeah. So there you go. That's how the festival came to be under one man's merciless watch.
I see. Of course, after getting to know you so well, I can imagine that whatever you organized for it was anything but typical.
Hector went to Janus High School. Yeah. But I know, because he came from Arabonia. Yeah, so he wasn't a transfer from there, or from Aramis.
I'm sure Elaine was less than impressed with it, while Mr. Kincaid thought it would be funny and thoroughly approved, even though he probably shouldn't have.
It's like you were right there with us. Still remember my first drink at the after party back then, too. Man, it was so good. Now how much of a sweet tooth I've got, but not even the bitterness of the alcohol could keep me from cracking a smile.
I should have known. You were pushing the boundaries of legality even as a teenager.
Of course.
So the festival came to a close, and the student council elections were held in May. That's when Elaine became the next president. And when you dropped out, I assume. You did it without warning, too. Without so much as a single discussion with anyone beforehand. So, how right am I?
On the money. Sure you're not psychic? It's like you're in my head.
Well, I know the average school year at Aramis, so I just put two and two together after seeing the way you talk to them. That, and these last few months have also done wonders for my personal growth. I used to be this shy little girl who was afraid to leave her comfort zone. Someone who couldn't even speak her mind to the one family member she wished she could the most. But now, I feel like a whole new me. I can walk a little further, and I've learned to say what's in my heart.
So you're gonna go talk to your dad?
I have everyone here to thank for that. But most of all, I have you to thank for that.
Yeah. Because you were the first party member. Thought divining my high school years was enough of a surprise, but you weren't done, huh? At this rate, you're gonna have everyone running around at your beck and call, even more than Ren.
Oh, stop. I doubt that'll be the case. Though there is one person I wish would pay a bit more attention to me.
Yeah, not having him. What's up?
Nothing. I was just thinking that I still have a long road ahead of me.
Huh? What? So you gotta talk to him a bit on the phone after what happened in Rossian, but that's it? Yes, though I'm used to that by now. Seems like this year's Revolution Festival is going to be a big one, too, what with the memorial service and more besides. It's no wonder he doesn't have much time to dedicate to me right now. He did say we could get together after the ceremony is over, thankfully. Really? Because that's better than nothing, and at least you can still see him. That is true. Compared to Elaine, I'm very fortunate. can't even imagine what she must be going through. She's amazing to have been able to do what she did. And to make what must have been an excruciating decision, even if it was the right one. You know, it's funny. What? I don't think there are many people who could have followed through on that, braced her otherwise. I hate that the hard times clearly aren't over for her. If you could just be there for her, I think she would like that very much. I don't mean to put that responsibility squarely on your shoulders, of course. Mr. Kincaid and the guild should be there for her too. But still, I mean, yeah, I wasn't going to give her the cold shoulder or anything. Won't make up for what I did 7 years ago, but I'd like to think I can be there for her in some way others can't. Wasn't there an image of Estelle's house in 3D a few years ago? I can't remember. And I may not have been following too closely back then. Sounds like she won't be back here for a while, though. She's got a ton left to do in Horacian. What's that look for? Not proactive enough, you think? Oh, don't mind me. I'm sure just knowing you want to comfort her would mean a lot in itself. Really? Oh, okay. Yeesh, can't always please a teenager once they get to that age, I guess. Still. What is it? Why are you laughing? Lovebirds want to get a room? I didn't know you were all here. Is it already time to leave then? Might want to get your eyes checked if you thought you were seeing hard eyes. Oh, I don't know. Did you hear anything special, Zeros? Rough? Not you too, Quacha. You were just making small talk. Honest. And also, dude, Quacha? Come on, man. You shouldn't be hoping. I think it was shown when 100 Myers released and had Estella, Joshua, and Rent in front of their house, but it was the 3D. Okay. Interesting. I feel a little better now, to be honest. I mean, because the thing is, they had to have been working on this game concurrently with other games, right? Because Kai is coming out now. This game is coming out, or it's coming out in like September, right? And this game, or first chapter, is coming out 2025. They haven't stated when. But I presume that's like going to be early to mid. Because if it's like, if what they showed today is just like barely what they have, and they're saying it's late 2025, that would surprise me. Better now, to be honest. Oh, wait, sorry. I feel a little better now, to be honest. Our futures may still be uncertain, but for now, we can continue to take each day as it comes. We can. Sorry, shouldn't have said what I did earlier. Pen. Our boss is such a little troublemaker. Don't sweat it. They say not being able to read the room comes with old age. You know, one day you're gonna realize I'm still in my prime. It's always the same with you two. Josh having a cross-dresser granted through. Yo, we're gonna get to see the school festival. We're gonna not just Joshua cross-dressing. We're gonna get to see Knight Estelle. That's gonna be fun. It's the same with you two. Forget it. Let's just see what's on the docket for today. Revolution Festival's 3 days out. I wouldn't be surprised if the aftermath of Almada's destruction led to problems too. It's only 10:30. There's a lot of us, so I think we can cover all the districts in this part of town to buy today, right? I'm gonna bring out my DVDs of Falcom Gaku and still have to watch. Okay. Right. Let's get to work. Anya's, Fairy, and Aaron have joined the party. Like 2 additional members. Burgard and Rosette. Okay. So why? Oh yeah, because I took off and put on that. Okay. So you need to be in the party, and let's have you in the party for Shield. I think that'll be good. Oh yeah. Also, Hollow Core. You're at 5. That's at 5. Rosette's at 5. So I could probably put her on something else. Cameo. Oh yeah, all of them are at 5 now. So we're good. We're good. So if everyone's at 5, I like you having Mayor Chaos. That's fine. You having Lorraine is fine. Yours, I really don't know what I want to have for Salos. Wouldn't be bad for you. This could be good. S boost turn duration. She doesn't really need to S boost too much. You know, let's just do Pokel because it's just really good.
Got me in your corner.
We'll change you to. You know what? You're a big, strong guy, so let's give you S-Craft. And also, I'm going to be using S-Craft with them as much as possible. I think there's a bug for the 5 rank award, but you only have to just give them some XP to get the award to work. No, I already got the reward. Like, I took it already. It was the blue one, and I put it on.
Initiating maintenance.
Yeah, it was Volglyph, and I already put it on her. Okay, so before we do any of those, I do want to go and we have to check out the shops. Oh, well, Lee's not here. I'm away from the booth. Please come back later. Don't try anything funny. I will catch you. That's weird. She's not here. Huh, guess it is that time of the week. She might be hanging around the church. Okay. Wait. How's it going, Eddie? Wish I could find a darker spot. Too much light here. Huh? What, you got a problem? Ain't doing anything wrong, so piss off. Come on, Eddie.
Welcome. Thanks for
I
stopping
just
by.
care about you, man. Interesting. The shop is now in the church because she's in the church. That's funny. Okay. Oh, the mom. Okay, I had my max, but the reward wasn't working, so I just had to equip different ones. Give them a bit of.
I appreciate you always.
Good to see you. 1 bath, 200 each. Oh, I'm big and
I
have
get
scars
sweaty,
all over my
but
body.
I could get used to this.
This might be a little too toasty.
No, that's fine. Okay, good.
That was nice and refreshing.
You
Nice.
look nice and refreshed.
Entered the sauna and Edith in every chapter. Entered the hammam. And yeah, there we go. Hell yeah. Good. Vitality droplet takes care of that one. Okay. So I want to do that. Let's come over here. Where's the shop? Is she up here? Nope. Oh, wait. She's in here? Yeah, she's in here.
More candy.
Like, I can buy from her here.
Come back soon.
Okay, so that's Terrell Times. So the movie brochures count as whatchamacallums, as books. Oh, Grandpa told me about that. So Mommy was telling me about rivers she wants to buy. What does Riverside Market mean? You mean Riverside Market, little lady. Central March came around at the same time. Nowadays it's split up into these 9 districts.
Alrighty.
Okay, so she's giving a history lesson. Magazine shop should sell them 2 by now. Okay, I'll have to check that. So back when they had to rezone everything, they gave each area a number. This time, the main way of getting around was by horse and carriage, so the numbers made everything easier to understand. That's why Vantail, with all government offices, were given the number 1. Oh, so the numbers are added later. That makes sense. Huh, pretty good with kids for a spinster. What's that supposed to mean, Sonny? Go on, scram, don't you got better things to do? Little bitch. Miss Jin tells some really cool stories. Want to hear them? We'd love to, but we're in the middle of work. I'll have to share them with us later. Be a good girl and listen closely for us, okay? Okie dokie. Yeah, you keep doing that, Yume. You keep being a perfect little angel. Okay.
Looking is always free, you know.
Veggie drink. Do that. Good.
Come back for more anytime.
Okay. Nope. Item. Veggie drink. Veggie smoothie. Okay, that's good. Should be fine. Let's go up. Over here. Prepare food. Veggie drink, veggie smoothie, cures ailments. That's not bad. Prime beast essence.
Piece of cake.
1. How much
I don't want to hear
points?
any complaining.
580. How much do I have until next rank? So I have 7,000 left. Seems about right. And I know that I have not gotten a lot of the food, so I'm gonna have to go to like each area and check to see. Because what I'm looking for, what is it? All dishes. I'm looking for 150 dishes in total. And of my food items that I have made but haven't tried, I'm sitting on 680, 580. So let's round that up to 7 and 6. So that's 1,000 something. 95, 110, 115, 90, 210, 230, 290, 240, 280, 280, 15, 35, 35, 85, 40, 80, 60, 45. Yeah, I definitely don't have enough. So I'm definitely missing food. Okay. So let's save. I just don't feel like going forward in the story right now. I feel like that would be disservice to it. So I'm just going to use the virtual combat thing and see if I can't do all of these.
Activating.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, there's wow. Divine Blade using it is her own. That's impressive. That's fun. Okay. I don't know if it matters if Brigard is in, so I'm just gonna put Rosette in, and we're gonna work with that because shield is better. I think you should get to 10 in some recipes afterwards to try. Okay. So let's do this. Simulation.
Give me your worst.
Okay. You. Let's come out over here.
This'll hurt.
Coins. Good. Quick. And healed yourself already. You don't like water and fire.
I suggest we strike now.
That. Yeah, let's just go Crystal Wave. Cobalt Curtain.
Cobalt curtain activate.
That.
Activating skill.
Good. Okay. Crystal.
Maximum boost.
Okay. Wave.
This'll hurt.
Delay.
Up to you, Reset. Going all in.
Time to go all out. Keep it up. It's working.
Get Van. Some shield. Good. Just in case.
Activating skill.
Good. So much damage.
Activating skill.
Nice.
No, you won't.
Easy. Pluto's Nova. This is free.
Certain arts seem to work better.
Yeah, let's do this. 12,000 and still got it. Got the delay. Good job.
Maximum
Wave.
Might want to boost here. Keep it up. It's working.
Yeah, just defend.
Miss Alpha.
It's fine.
Activated skill. A chance.
Certain arts seem to work better. Certain arts seem to work better.
We strike now. Here I come.
Boom.
This'll hurt.
I suggest we strike now.
That. Good. Easy. 2+1. Go back. F. Begin simulation. Hopefully all my stuff is still. Yeah. Okay. Good. You are neutral, so we're just gonna go with whatever works.
Activating
Let's go with
drive.
that. Coin Buster. Just for now, just so I can get Cobalt Curtain on everyone. Okay. Do that. We're going to do Plasma Sphere because you cast it faster.
Activating skill.
ADF down. Critical. Fire jamming. That's fine. Guarded it. Did you really mute everyone?
Activated skill.
It's fine. We got CP.
Boost level max. Activating
Lead
drive.
him. Good.
Activating skill.
Yeah, this thing does not have much HP. Res up. Surprised don't take too much long. Or too much long? That's, yeah, good sentence, buddy.
This'll hurt. This'll hurt.
Buster. Yeah.
you one, yes.
Boost level, activating drive.
Try blade. Miss. Good.
You won't get away with this. Keep it up. It's working. There.
Activating skill.
I won't let this chance slip by.
One skill, right up.
There we go. Easy. Go back, and then Divine Blade. This one.
Deploying shards.
When you're such a powerful human, got 402,000 health. Jesus Christ. Okay.
This'll hurt.
Coin bullets. Get the hate.
Hit 'em fast, Barry.
Yeah. Oh, I don't keep my S boost. That was why. Yeah, let's just stick with you. Cobalt Curtain. Good. Chances are you're resistant to ice, so let's just do that.
Activating skill.
Okay, why did that not? Are you not like boosted anymore?
Keep it up. It's working.
Going all in.
Yeah, I'll just do that because I might be able to get some more delays on it.
Activating skill. I won't let this chance slip by. Accessing.
Let's get
Initialize.
him.
Boost level maximum.
I suggest we strike
Okay.
now.
We can throw
Activating
one at
drive.
the very least. Duality. Is that all cancel? Yeah, it's all cancel.
Over here. All for you.
That.
Activating skill.
Perfect chance. I suggest we strike now.
Damage up CP regen.
Keep it up. It's working.
Subsidiary.
Dispatching shield.
Next was that turn. I need to
Activating skill.
do something about it.
Boost level maximum. Activating
that.
drive.
Support. Let's do that.
Run wild.
Get the next turn. He shouldn't go down. Good.
Activating skill.
Oh, she got frozen. That's good.
Well, this sucks.
He just got HP back. Okay, but he's frozen, so we're just gonna defend. So that will make it even harder to hurt him. Good. Let's do that. Big damage.
Activating skill.
Good.
That all you got?
Good. So Crystalline on a stun. She is now
Activating
25
skill.
plus 7, 9 plus that, 0 art.
Going all in.
What do you need? Curtain. That on everyone again. Good.
I won't lose.
Carrick Wave can do that
Activating drive.
once.
Maximum boost. Keep it up. It's
City Array.
Zypha, activate. Flames protect us.
Go. Shoot that.
Activating skill.
You won't want to miss
Zero
this.
Gleam.
My is both true and false, dancing in the moonlight.
Behold, zero gleam.
Ah.
Take you on.
Okay.
Flames protect us.
Should be fine. Let's use an EP charge 2.
There.
Oh, yeah.
Activating skill. Here I go.
Okay.
Flames protect us. Accessing.
That. Get it back on everyone.
Really gather upon me.
Press I. That's fine.
Maximum boost. Proceed with
Is
caution.
EP charge AoE?
Dispatching shield.
Got your number.
I won't lose.
Okay, we're gonna use Cataract
Proceed to
Wave.
try. Flames protect us. Good luck. Initiating crash. Activating skill.
Let's get some delays on her.
Activating skill.
Here goes.
Doing so much damage. Actually, do not want to move any farther back. Keep the hate up.
You're even better than I'd hoped.
Hit him fast, Fairy.
Okay.
May we proceed with caution.
Plasma sphere.
Thanks, pal.
Good.
Dispatching shield. Here it comes.
Silver wind.
Silver wind.
It's fine. It's guarded.
Activated skill.
Here goes.
Wave. Plasma sphere.
Activating skill.
Here I go. Good luck.
Okay, shields are still fine. Let's just defend so return happens a little bit faster. Just in case.
My move now.
May we proceed with caution.
Go.
Activated
Good
skill.
stun.
Here goes.
Pull out all the stops.
Activated skill.
Okay.
Flames protect us.
Activating drive.
Crystal wave.
Activating skill.
Damage.
Here I go. Flames protect us.
Pull out all the stops.
Let's just hit you with the.
Hang in there. I won't lose. Activating
Okay.
Activating skill.
I am good. Easy. Went through those fights very quickly. Go back and cleared the entire beta version of the virtual combat simulator. Who wants to bet that we get like the final version of the combat simulator in Daybreak 2? Okay, good. That was easy. Agnagarn. Fire 6 × 4. Physical damage increases when HP is higher. That's not bad. Fire 6 × 4 for something like that.
Shifting to maintenance mode.
HP is higher. So... yeah, you know what? If his HP is high, he's going to be doing big damage, so... let's do that. It also gets him Mindbreaker Barrage. That's preemptive, but it's not the biggest deal. Actually...
Initiating maintenance.
mode.
Regard... yeah, that's space. Earth. Space.
Adjustment complete.
Yeah.
Initiating maintenance.
Yeah, let's give it to him. Go.
New sharp
Darn,
skill
good.
added.
Nice, nice, nice. And just trying to think of other things that I could take care of. So yeah, I still have to unlock some Zyphas. I only have enough for one slot, unfortunately.
Time to update this.
I think. Slots. I was hoping that I would be able to grab a couple more, but yeah, it seems like this might be forced to be a New Game Plus one, just because of the way it works. Yeah. So let's unlock Rosette's. That one, yeah, because that's 480. Yeah, we're close. We are oh so close. But alas, I have a feeling, unless they have a lot of the... Unless they have a lot of... Wait, what one are you almost close to? You just need 4 more mind. Unless they have a lot of...
Changed.
a lot of those chests that drop a lot of Sepith in whatever the final dungeon is. I have a feeling that it might... oh wait, I meant to go... wait, no, I did cook the food. I have a feeling that I'm not going to be getting all of these slots opened in one run, which is crazy because this is the first game in a long time that that's the case, right? Like,
that was just what I needed.
like it's been a long time since that has even been close to that, because most games you're done filling all the slots by mid to late game. So like the last chapter or so is just like you putting on what you want and experimenting.
Why not take some flowers with you?
Okay, lilac ribbon, good.
I hope I see you again.
Okay, let's just go do our visits around town to all the shops, and then I'll probably call it there afterwards.
Ask me anything. Really.
Decoy, deflect hate, revelation. Yeah, so you get some of them. I wonder if this is gonna change by
Hope to see you again
Do you
soon.
know what you want? Now you have all the Vit droplets. I wonder if that's the case.
I hope to see you again. Do you know what you want?
I wonder if
I
that would
hope
be the
to
case
see you again.
throughout the rest of like when I start New Game Plus. I wonder if he keeps his availability, or if not. Riverside, Cafe Barbarmati.
Well, if it isn't.
What are you in the mood for?
Passionate Kiss. Have one. Drink it.
You're leaving already?
Just checking every shop, make sure there isn't something new. Those are all these things you don't open during the day. Okay. Makes that easy to know.
Yummy.
Take as long as you need. I'll be waiting for you.
Shops on the other side. Yeah, I'm not going to talk to anyone because I plan to do the full visit all next stream.
What'll it be?
Helmet. There you go.
Come again.
So that should be all of that one.
Off we go.
Subway. Okay. So.
I'm proud of all my wares. It's been a pleasure.
Good.
Does anything catch your eye? I hope I see you again.
Good.
We hope you enjoy shopping with us. I take pride in all my merch.
Protection gear. So this is where we're gonna get the best equipment. At this point. So Grand Blade. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna buy. Yeah, let's buy all the best, because chances are the next weapon I get will be like the super endgame weapon, which I'm going to get for Van because that just makes sense. There we go.
We hope you enjoy shopping with us.
Heart damage, evasion, speed. Wait. Do that. Heart damage. Defense, heart damage. This one doesn't even like make him better in all the best. I mean, it does give him good evasion. Like, I'm not gonna deny that. But he's losing a lot of defense. I'd rather not.
Thank you for visiting the
Defense to 736 and defense to 488. Very. So how are those two defenses different? Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Limited edition Revolution Festival
Your crit rate is very
on
high.
sale throughout the building. We invite everyone to come and see for
There we
yourselves.
go. Just spend a whole bunch of money on people. Yeah, there's how it pays that actually explains. Oh, okay. I've been asking about like the entire game. Have just never bothered to look at the help page. That's funny. Honestly, I don't think I need protection vest or anything. I just spent a lot of money there. Could sell old weapons. There's not an achievement to have all the weapons, so doesn't really matter.
We invite everyone to come and see for yourselves.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Good.
I'll
Back
get
up
more
to
good stuff
100.
in stock soon.
I meant, is there a page? Oh. See, you said, yeah, is there a page? I thought that, yeah, there is a page. Okay, my bad. Help. Basic system. Purchase weapons armor. Complex line, building ship, office, nighttime. Control menu. Okay. Damage is strength plus physical attack of the equipment. Res is defense plus the physical defense of the equipment. A damage is ATS plus magic attack of the equipment. A res is ADF plus magic defense of the equipment. So the big numbers are, I guess, the ones that actually matter, and the small ones are just the parameters by which the other ones are calculated from. Although, I mean, like, it's weird that they specify it. Like, they made, like, 2 separate things for it, but oh well.
Good grief.
Okay,
Need help with something?
New driver. Oop, driver. Yeah, swappable arts, customizable arts driver with no shortage of free slots. Hell yeah, that's cool. So, that'd be the one where you could, wait.
Thanks for being such a good
Is there
customer.
a thing for buying all the plugins? 'Cause I thought I had all of them already, but can you buy multiple of the same plugin? 3 plugins procured. 3 different plugins?
Need help with something?
What the fuck? I guarantee I already have.
Thanks for being such a good customer.
Huh. Weird. Oh, okay. Okay.
Need help with something?
I was like, wait, I could have sworn. I guess I didn't have these. Huh. Could have sworn that I did. Good thing I didn't spend all my money.
I'm ready to help whatever you need.
And I must be missing like 1 plugin. Yep. And that 1 plugin is this is mean. That 1 plugin is this one. The 1 million mirror in total. So I know what it is. They're hiding an achievement behind another achievement. You bastards. But at least that one's easy. All arts driver. So I'm missing 1 arts driver. I'm willing to bet that one is probably either the final Spriggan rank or something
What'll you have
else.
today?
Herbal massager. Definitely will buy more cat straps in future runs so I can make more
Thanks
evasion
for coming.
people. Maybe. Depends. Okay, so I bought that, bought those. Oh, Nisa isn't publishing it? Yeah, no, we were talking about that earlier as well, where it's like, oh yeah, chances are, in terms of translating, because they're doing Daybreak, East 10, and presumably Kai, Nisa doesn't own the translation of the OG games script, so they would have to retranslate it from scratch unless they reach an agreement with Xseed. Yeah.
Welcome. Thank you for your wager.
So it makes sense because I would imagine that they're going to keep the dialogue near 1-to-1, just for ease of being able to do it, because no one expects anything else out of it. Nor would I really want anything else out of it.
Hello. Thanks for shopping.
So it actually makes a lot more sense. That's like, yeah, just go with the people that already have the script done.
One girl's current.
Welcome.
Okay, so we got.
I hope to see you again.
I see.
By there.
Do you?
I hope to see you again.
Got all those. We'll go to the movies next stream. I think that's all of them in this one. Satan.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm really glad that it's so quick to just run around everywhere in this game. Like, it does not feel like it takes very long to get anywhere.
Welcome to Erland. We have full confidence in our products.
Honestly, some of these are pretty good. I hope whoever does you says doesn't do the same thing Marvelous did with Outh. Burgard Gold Hair.
We await your next visit.
Don't know exactly what Alf is.
Gonna eat something? Hey, welcome.
Steam dishes, nice.
Thanks, pal.
The dishes that I make usually have more gourmet points. Kunlun Zhanghua Bao. Nice.
Well, do you need something?
Small chef.
Please come again. That's true.
That seems like a fun group over there. Okay, that should be all of that. Blacklight
Then
District.
let's head over.
I don't think I've seen you.
Guess I'll check out the arena.
What will it be?
Okay,
I'll be seeing you.
Oh, I've got some fine
teapot.
wares for sale.
Nice coin.
Best come again soon.
Two rare items. Okay, so all the
Best
rare
come
item
again
people have the full
Welcome.
amount.
Thank you for coming.
Blade. Yeah, all the same ones.
We await your next visit.
Let's
Hello,
talk
child.
if you've got a minute.
Hey, what's the Rebellution Festival? Mommy and the others keep talking about it. Okay. Is it like a celebration? One of those? One with Mommy at the Coliseum. Is this something like that? Mommy asked if I want to go, but I don't know if I want to, cause like what? I don't know what a Revolution Festival is. But I bet it's great. I gotta be with Mommy, and being with Mommy makes you super duper ultra extra happy. I'm not really doing anything for the festival. I mean, on Calvardian, even if we're, this isn't exactly the most festive block in town, but everybody else is going about it, of course. Figure I'll let Yoda walk around if he wants to. I do want to show him what the service is like, the real world, so to speak. Still got a shot staying on the straight and narrow. The problem is the bar. It's not gonna run itself while I'm gone.
Don't take too long to come back soon.
Okay. So that's that there. Let's go out this way.
Hey, Miss, what'll you have today?
Oh, I just missed this entire thing. Toast, penne pasta, RF Bikers, Hermes, Ferry, Proverbs of Justice. I was wondering where this was.
Thanks for coming.
Okay, now, so that's one of the Proverbs ones that was missing.
Strange posse.
They're all specially made.
Tablets. Honestly, you wouldn't be bad to have for...
Always be careful learning how
Fights.
much you use.
Oh, did not mean. Huh? Everybody's scared shitless here. What's going on? Look over there. I've all fainted. What the? What could have happened? It's Daybreak Engine or something new again. I think for the first chapter one's going to be Daybreak Engine again. It looks like it. I think I might now. Got a hunch these fools tried barking up the wrong tree, and they paid the price. Hard. Oh, shit. That would explain it. If anything, they're lucky to have gotten off so lightly. Oh. What the fuck is this squad? Shizna, Rishia, now not Yin, Prince Sherid, and his bodyguard. What the fuck is this group? And my friend, how wonderful to see you, and the rest of you as well. Good to see you, Your Highness. You sure roughed those poor bastards up good, huh? Oh, I had no hand in this. None whatsoever. You see, they attempted to make moves on these ladies here, and they just wouldn't take no for an answer. They got physical, and, well, these women, they're truly a force to be reckoned with. Even yours truly quivers before them. Hey, don't you think that's a little mean, Prince? I was simply performing my duties. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, but that doesn't explain why you all were hanging out. You guys make for one weird posse, however you slice it. A mutual acquaintance of ours was kind enough to put me in touch with His Highness, so I came down here to meet with him. But then, as fate would have it, she happened to run into us here as well. I'm on break for once after wrapping up a job. I came to town to unwind until the festival, take in some of the local sights. Anyway, I wandered down here looking for a little excitement, I guess you could say. And I got everything I bargained for and more. This is too good to be just some kind of coincidence. Destiny must have brought us together. What do you say, Yin, Miss Bodyguard? Want to go for a round? I think I'm good. Well, that sounds like a delightful proposal. Don't worry about me, Najee. I encourage, nay, I implore you to take her up on it. The things you say sometimes, Your Highness. I suppose I should be grateful you're not thinking to throw down with her yourself. Oh, didn't mean to leave you all out, Van. You guys are more than welcome to... Yeah, no, we have this thing called work. Strange, I know. Damn if I'm getting caught up in the crossfire between those two. That ain't the kind of threesome I'm into. Oh, you're no fun. Oh, well, there's always next time. Just don't burn the whole district down, alright? Yo, a threesome with between Najee and Shizuna? A lot of people would pay good money for that. Hundo%. Okay, so that's below.
Hey, gorgeous. All my stuff is to die for.
My cola, still haven't drank it, but I have one.
See you later, handsome.
See you. Thank you for the compliment. Oh, you sir. How's it going?
What'll it be?
Collins, still haven't drank it, but I have it. Okay, go to Albert District. Okay. Oh, there's an extra thing there. Haven't really done any Albert District stuff. I'm surprised. Oh, she knows mix. Okay, there we go. Don't have one of those for whatever reason.
Thank you.
Yeah, because this is one area that was like, we didn't really get to explore it very much. There's not much to explore, frankly.
Looking to buy
Oh, the Lucia. Hell yeah. Kingdom Tart. 1,860. All out of battle. Nice. I'll make up for a little bit. Strawberry Macaron. Good. CP plus 40. Honestly, not bad for 990. Money per CP is pretty good on that one. And let's Dirk Memorial Park entrance.
Off we go.
This is just fighting, right? Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing actually here. So let's go back to Old Town.
Off we go.
And what am I looking at here?
What's next?
There we go. Okay, we got some of these. So red gold anklet.
I'll take good care of it.
White porcelain teapot.
Thank you.
Good. He went up. Studious prodigy. Nice. Orbital massager.
Don't mind if I do.
15 more. Wild helmet.
Thank you, Van.
70. Lilac ribbon.
You sure know how to make a girl happy.
RF bikers. You're already maxed.
Thanks, Arkwright.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe we're just whining about back pains. I know he's got prep work for the festival. Maybe I'll check in on him. Yeah, because here I am just thinking, it's just like, okay, I definitely need to see Yume's, but that also is like, she's already maxed. So that might be a reload kind of one. Once I do everything. Because I should get 4 free times. But, regardless, I think that this is a good point as any to call it a night. Because I've been going for a while now. 3.5. Ooh, that's good. That's good title screen. Look at that stand. Ugh. Okay. But I think they can go. But we can go actually the entrance. Okay, that'd be cool. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for dropping by. I should be streaming tomorrow to play some more Ender Lilies, which will be fun. But yeah, thank you Neko Day, 50 Miro, Wolf Slash, and everyone else, Keeve, for dropping by. And talking. Thank you, Quill Dude, for the raid, much appreciated. And yeah, as just a final reminder, not as final, but another reminder, on Saturday, I will not be streaming unless it is like very short, because the Grandia Abridged Episode 1 premieres, so I want to be around for that. So, hope you all have a very nice night, and will join me next time. Bye!